Hey, what's going on? Hot mess of a show today. Everybody, every single person came in hot. Stop wasting your. You're gonna get muted.
Change his hunter's
what
name?
happened to Ruben? Ruben went to go mute himself and then put him out.
The show would be so much better if he would just change his hunter's name.
Hey, there we go. All right. So as we were saying, everybody came in hot. Ruben just went to go mute his mics and ended up knocking himself off the show.
Damn shaky damn internet. What's going on?
It's not the internet. He went to go shut off his other devices.
He changed your name. It messed up with his internet.
Oh my! Hey, this is terrible internet when everybody talks over each other. It really is.
Yeah.
All right.
So broadcast from his vault that he's in.
Yeah. We got we're gonna cover a couple books. I think actually we're gonna do a whole series on these books because at one point somebody said that these books suck and they're cheap, and then it turned out they weren't as cheap as I thought they were. So we're gonna be looking at those. And I think the answer is probably no, they're not. It's not time to buy them, even though people want them. Number two, we're going to do a little bit of theory and rumor. Well, obviously, Dom came in hot with he's watched all the rumor sites already. Don't worry about it. He's seen all the Easter eggs. Don't worry about it. He's saying all types of stuff that are words.
We know the site except Screen Crush when I watched the about the Easter eggs.
800 Easter eggs.
And
94.
So, listen, I see my own Easter eggs. I watched the damn thing twice. I seen a lot of Easter eggs myself. Come on, man.
Okay. All right. He did watch it twice, though. Ruben's here because Ruben obviously has got some rumor thing that he wants to say. We have told him he has 5 minutes and he has to keep it in control and he can't bring up Ray at any point. Okay. We've also, all of us have, except for Dom, have been plugging away on this Hunter game. Some of us more than anybody else.
You know what? It's because I hate Unlimited more and more every week. So
no, we will be talking about Unlimited. There's a lot of Unlimited new coming up. Not so great. But then I think something else. We'll dive into that later. And obviously we're going to review comics, get into all the news, give you a little bit of everything you want here. Shout out. Huh?
No, he says, Wookiee Fanatic's like, no, Ray, I'm out. I said,
no, yeah, shout out Wookiee Fanatic, dude. I got to meet him and his wife. Very nice people. Got to have some drinks, food, and a little bit of chat. It was really cool. So, all right, let's say hi to the chat. GTK Comics, hi, thumbs up. Okay. Good day, sir. I can't do it. It is still daylight. He sold his first Miller Secret variant for $15 at Action, which is actually better than he thought. So I'm saying to him, good day, sir, because he said it was only going to be 99 cents. We all did picture Gene Wilder saying it as Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. 75 cents now. You lose. You get nothing. Good day. We got it. All right. Dwayne Scott, what's good? If a blue snaggletooth bear shows up in the Acolyte, the show will bomb. It ain't going to happen.
That's true.
Season 2.
Hi. Mr. Appleman, hi, everyone. Hi, Hi, everyone. Hi. Ed LeBeau, saying hi for the algorithm. Saying thank you, Ed. Dude, I swear to God, do not have charcuterie and then go play a soccer game with the kids because right now the acid reflux is out of control. Wookiee Fanatic. Wookiee Fanatic, happy Sunday, Darksiders. Happy Sunday, Wookiee Fanatic. Good to meet you. It was nice. Had a good time. First reaction, number 6. How does Yord compare? That's pretty good. We might have to get it on there. John, is this going to be the week that kills SW? I didn't. No.
Oh, it was. Listen, I got to talk about
maybe for Dom.
It was really good. No, Ray, I'm out. I get it. How is the game tonight? Is the game over already? It's got to be over already. Hey, you got to see Comerica Park. You thought it was a good stadium. It is a good stadium. The baseball game, he went there. What's up, fellas? He got to see it. Can't watch it on TV anymore. Bally Sports, go fuck yourself. The comic chef. Whatever. It doesn't matter because it ain't there anymore. There's no such thing.
Is it Bally? I don't know.
It is Bally. It's Bally, dude. Don't try to correct me when you're wrong.
Bally.
No, it's Bally Sports.
Everybody in Colorado calls it Bailey. It's Bally, dude. Bailey. Get out of here.
They literally call themselves Bally Sports out here.
Oh, man. Out here it calls it Bailey. You get this.
What do you guys all? Is you all just all nasally? Bailey. It's Bailey. It's Bally.
You Midwesterners.
The most common used accent in all of television and broadcasting is Midwestern. So
I just find it ironic that you interrupted Marco to correct him on pronunciation of one thing he actually pronounced right for once.
The comic chef, what's up, fellas? Just got home ready. Good chef. Sorry about that. What else we got? We got a bunch of other people just say hi. When y'all talk about crazy spoilers,
Don't worry about it. I'll talk about that. Don't worry about it.
Dom's already
No,
watched
you're not going to talk about spoilers.
we haven't seen episode
No,
3, so we can't
it's not
spoil
spoilers.
it.
I'm going to talk about that. What people are getting at. I'm telling you, what people. Next episode. It's already put out there, and if you got to say a couple of
reviewers
things,
got the first 4 episodes.
No, listen. There's no words out. There is no words out.
Don't spoil it, Dom.
No, they're spoiling it because it's already out there already.
No, what that is don't.
We
Dom,
don't want to
I will.
know.
Don't
Here.
say anything about the spoilers.
It's my theory.
No, Dom, it
Yes.
can't be a theory if you watched a spoiler video and then you're going to say what's. Dom, I swear to God, I will kick you off the show.
Okay.
Do
all right,
not
okay.
say the spoilers. They will tell us if you said the spoilers. It's not your fucking theory if you watch some bullshit.
I can repeat
You know what a theory is, Dom? God damn it, Dom. Dom, stop. I'm going to mute everybody. Stop.
Relax.
Stop. No, hold on. Stop talking. Stop. I'm going to mute you. Stop. Do you know what a theory is? A theory is something you have in your head. Not if you watch a fucking video.
No, I didn't watch. I'm not talking about watching a video.
Then how'd you know that they watched it already and they have it? That's right.
Not that. I'm talking about something. My
Not
theory.
that.
On
You
what
wouldn't
I
know
think
what
I've got the show. I already got it open in my head of what it is. But I'm telling you, the fact is what people are talking about now.
Dom,
It has nothing to do with spoilers. It has nothing to do with anything. Real life shit. That's what
Okay, you're going to get. Okay, here we go. I'm putting it down now. I usually don't play this card. I'm very lenient with everybody. If you spoil some shit, you're getting a full week ban from every Renovision show. The whole week you will not be on the internet. Do you understand? Are you okay with that?
Not spoilers, man. I'm telling.
It's just because somebody said it doesn't mean spoilers. That's not what I'm telling you. If you do spoilers,
let me explain. There's nothing to talk about. There's no spoiler. It is no spoiler. It's what they're talking about. But Star Wars is gonna fucking die. That's what they're talking about. And I just want to put the record straight that they stop thinking that way. I want to put it out there. Stop thinking that Star. That's what it's about. It's nothing to do with.
It's about real life things based around the show. It's not show.
That's what I want to talk about.
Oh, I thought he was saying that he was going to talk about the show that leaked already.
No.
All right.
No.
All right, good. All right, let's go. No, he's not going to be the only one. Ruben, do you see what I have to deal with every week? Come on.
Yeah,
all right.
Yes.
Good. All right. Jesus, Waysinger, can you get us into news before somebody gets suspended?
We haven't even said hi to everybody, have we?
Yeah, I think so. If we haven't, I'm sorry we haven't said hi to you. But after that shit, we ain't saying hi to nobody else. Oh, no, don't do this stuff. Don't you dare.
We got to go back up to Chef. Yeah. Chef.
Oh, she just got.
Chef, good to see you. I'll take over.
We already said hi. We already said hi to all these people. Let's go. Get into news. Suspension.
It's Tom. He's unveiled everything. All right. Right off the bat, Acolyte has easily became the most watched 2024 premiere on Disney Plus. We didn't get one-day numbers for Ahsoka. We got 5-day numbers, but it was about 40% of the 5-day numbers. Acolyte was after day one. Jesus. So believe greatly surpass the watches for Ahsoka as well.
I think the hype was real on this. Like, as I was telling you going into this, that there's a lot of people that were excited to see it. A lot of people were looking forward to it and all that. And that's fine. I'll give you that. Do you think that the bot bombing of Rotten Tomato made more people watch this that typically wouldn't watch a Star Wars flick?
It happens with everything now. I don't think that matters.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? You don't think that did?
Literally everything anymore gets review bombed on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. All right. Well, dude, I don't know. Dom, go ahead.
What, about the show?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, yeah, well, you know what? Look, a lot of people watch this, because look, controversy always brings eyes. You'll say something, like people will say something about a song, about a cartoon, about something, and people will watch it because they want to see what the problem is.
I don't even know if it's that anymore. I think it's just people. I think there's a group of people that will not watch anything and just be completely negative and rating bomb and do all that type of stuff. I think there's an equal group now that's just they're going to do the opposite just to do the opposite.
Look,
But this thing, as I told you, was hyped by Star Wars fans. There was a lot of Star Wars fans that were looking to this new era, and I think the numbers kind of prove out that some of it was true. Plus, it's something new on Disney Plus, and if you're playing,
when it comes to this, all kidding aside, when it comes to this, there are people that are going to like it, and people that aren't going to like it, no matter what you put out there, and they're going to put things up for clicks and make things look bad. Look, Rotten Tomatoes is a piece of shit anyway.
We'll get to this next.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin your story.
Yeah. So yeah, as Marco already
Oh,
ruined, Acolyte got review bombed. It set the lowest all-time viewer scores for Star Wars. It's coming in 28% fresh, and Metacritic too was super low. However, the critics rated this just slightly below Andor at 93, and Andor had 95%.
Dude, hey, isn't it sad? You know, growing up, if a critic like bombs something, you're like, I'm gonna go watch that movie because they suck, right?
Yeah,
Ruben?
I remember that.
Yeah, and now they're like, and this is what it's too. I don't think they're ever right either. I thought this was good, but I don't know if this was any. Jedi Johnson's mad. Jedi, your buddy Dom might be serving a suspension soon. I don't know if it was. I don't know if. What is that?
Jedi's got some background noise.
Jedi, we're muting you for a minute. You good? Okay. All right, you got some background noise there, Jedi. Anyways, I don't know if that's kind of the case anymore, where the critics are now giving it higher scores when it gets reviewed bombed too. Like, it's even when you read some of their reviews, it's like their reviews are mid anyhow. It's like,
yeah, that's the thing.
Doing?
Rotten Tomatoes, I never trust the percentage score. Metacritic is a much better aggregator of reviews because they actually kind of have this like green, yellow, red kind of territory that they kind of measure stuff on. Whereas like Rotten Tomatoes, like it can be pretty much a borderline, almost negative review, or say something kind of average, and they're like, it's fresh. Like, I don't know where they determine that review was like fresh or negative. Like, it kind of falls right there in that middle spot for a lot of reviews, and I don't know that they really be like, 91% of critics loved it.
Plus two, like if we did it because we have the show, we could be a critic too. Like, and none of us should be critics. Like, that's not something like, you know, when you think about like, what's his name, the dude that died and the other dude,
Joe Smith's blog.
Yeah, Joe Smith's blogger said, "Picking my nose while watching, it's the greatest thing I've done my entire life. My mommy gave me milk and cookies." It's like, oh, who cares, dude? So, anyways.
All right, keep going. We got some more Andor news. Jedi, you got something to add? Oh, we can't hear you, Jedi.
Well, we can't hear you now. Now your mic's not working at all.
You got to fix that mic.
You got a new mic.
Hey, I actually have a question about the numbers. Is Andor the top one? Is that why? I mean, Ahsoka is the top one?
Top Star Wars TV show.
No, remember on the first one it said the most views, right? So is it
Obi-Wan? Isn't it Obi-Wan? Or am I wrong?
So
no, for opening 5 days, it was Ahsoka.
Okay.
Opening 5 day numbers was Ahsoka was the best. It was 5 day, not 1 day, but 5 days.
No, sure.
Yes, it was. Remember, because
why would they say
shit over
2024 then?
Huh?
No,
the Wayseeker just said it would surpass it.
2024. I don't know what the best of all time is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's
that was my question.
Best of all time. I think
that was
could be wrong,
but it is on pace to be better than Ahsoka's numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the score with Andor, was Andor the best score, or was that
Andor has the highest
critic rating, but not score.
Yeah, but then again, like they go.
Remember,
doesn't it always feel like they do that too? Because they're like, well, Andor is not your typical Star Wars. I read one review on Andor where the guy was like, it's not your typical Star Wars show, so Star Wars fans probably aren't going to like it much. But as a critic, I think it's great. It's like, dude, shut up.
Yeah,
shut up. So I can't. You can only take these critics with a grain of salt. Hey, Jedi.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, you still all kind of muffled.
Okay, it's just the headphones.
It's all right. There's a lot of. All right, go. This show sucks.
Acolyte is also the most expensive Star Wars show yet.
Obi-Wan should have been.
$180 million budget, and the big reason was because Heathen preferred sets over stagecraft, and to do this show without as much stagecraft cost a ton of money. It's still some of the Marvel shows are way more than like WandaVision. WandaVision was like 220 or something like that. So like in the ballpark of some of the Marvel shows, this isn't up there. But in compared to the Star Wars shows, this one is set the new standard for.
Well,
It looked like it. I mean, it looked good.
no, it did.
You look all right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks
I know.
amazing.
I know. Dark negativity. It looked good. That's about.
I
That
will
means
say
it looked
this.
great.
You wonder though, 180 million for 8 episodes, how sustainable that is as a model. Like, I don't think that they're looking like, oh, let's do 5 seasons of Acolyte. But like for people that want 5 seasons of Acolyte, I don't know that 180 million at 8 episodes is sustainable for that long.
I got a question though. Like, do we know how much it made in theater? And maybe that's why with these higher budget ones, if they can, if the amount percentage
Well, it
of
didn't make
watching-
anything in the theaters.
Yeah, theater was free.
Theater was free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was free.
It was
How stupid.
promotion.
Why does people not want to make money?
Oh, but yeah. This
Charge at
makes
least $1. So
Zero.
Charge no, but
We
like,
are OU. We are OU.
no,
Just
hold on.
walking
When I'm
money
saying that,
around.
when I'm saying that is because it's an intangible watch, right? So like, I guarantee you they're probably counting those numbers. But if you charge people $1, that's not a significant amount of money, but it makes them do a secondary action, which means that they're vested. They're not highly vested, but create more of a vesting interest. I can't believe any of your numbers about like, oh, the best rated show since Ahsoka, and hey man, if we're not going to see if the people are vested or not. Like, I'm questioning these numbers now.
You know, the sad thing is that these numbers, 180 million, Obi-Wan should have got this. I'm bringing it back up again because Obi-Wan was the most important Star Wars show to be made.
Obi-Wan
got
should have got
$90
better
million.
writer.
$90 million. That should have been the whole. They should have gave the big budget to that show. They didn't.
Only if you give $90 million more to writers. Because the difference between honestly, Dom, the difference between Obi-Wan and this was that this used the writing room, right, JJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But also
well,
the aliens.
we're early on in this one to say
Not
that
aliens,
it's, better writing or something. But yeah.
I mean, they could have
It
given
used
some
the
more
writer
money to
room.
make the aliens look better. Like the Grand Inquisitor could have done better.
Grand Inquisitor sucked. Yeah,
Yeah.
he sucked. But him looking better doesn't make that show much better.
Also, too,
No,
you have
but at
a
least-
bigger cast for this. That's a lot of the money that goes into it.
Yeah. There's a lot more
We have a
planets.
big cast. So
They're
All right.
No,
Know what?
I'm good to see that they're investing, that they're willing to invest in Star Wars. So it will be really interesting to see season 2, season 3, season 4 if they pull back.
Clicks?
or
What do you
not.
think this shit is on? Fucking YouTube?
So Sol's character
Good to see you, BK.
learned English in 4 months for this role. That's crazy to me.
This
Like,
is
Yeah.
learn a language.
Hold on. This is Dom's news that he said we must have here. So
I said
Dom,
put it in because it's true. It's
It
something
is. I looked it up. I had it in the news before he had it. It was already.
I know. Hold on, Wayseeker. I don't care. Dom was adamant about this. I want to know why he was so adamant about this.
Shame on you, Wayseeker.
You know why?
Why?
Why? I always like when an actor will do what they have to get the role. For him doing that, that's an amazing thing to learn a part to play an important character in a show, and for that to learn that people can do that if they really want to do something and really make something happen. They
I'm
can
not sure
do it.
everybody can do it, but for that check, because he probably got a big check.
Exactly, he had a big check. You know,
Well, I don't know. No, I don't know. I'm just assuming he got
he
a big
freaking
check.
talks. In 4 months, he talks better than some people that've been in the freaking country for 15 years. What are you talking about, man? Come on.
I know. I just heard somebody at the beginning of the show, and he talked better than that guy. So I don't know.
and it's tough to learn when you're learning a language. It's tough to memorize a script that has, I don't know what term other to use than jargon like Star Wars
Yeah.
does. There's
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of like strange
Gimmicks.
English terms with which you have to pronounce.
Yeah.
That is so. Like even any of these shows that they're doing it, like actors always say how they have to. It's like learning another language anyhow. So, I mean, he learned English. He technically learned 2 Englishes. So
I think it's fitting his favorite Jedi is Qui-Gon because we'll talk about characters later, but I think he is the most Qui-Gon character we've gotten in a while. So I think he emulates that pretty well. We'll talk about it when we get to Acolyte. One more, the Yord Horde, not my favorite, but the Yord Horde is taking over the internet. If you go on Twitter and you do a hashtag Yord Horde, it is thousands and thousands of women.
You got his poster up there already.
Oh, gee, I wonder why.
in their teens and 20s that are just talking about this character,
Wait a
posting
minute.
memes about this character.
Who's clamoring?
This thing
Who's
is
headline? Who's
blowing
clamoring for a
up.
spinoff?
This
You
thing is
saw
blowing
the
up
movie,
like
Lucy?
anything I've seen in a long time. So go
Why
back
are
and
you
do
always in
I
touch
like
with
it.
what young girls? Wasting,
Hey.
you gotta stop.
So anyway,
man.
they're already clamoring for a Yord spinoff.
Just wait till they want your spin off with Taylor
Wait till
Swift
he
in it,
dies.
dude. We're gonna be in
Wait till he
trouble.
dies a miserable death too.
I question the legitimacy of this headline.
They might have to go back
Me
and change
too.
it if he dies because he
I think
can't
this is
die.
just a way seeker
This guy
favorite character,
is
dude.
It. This
He
guy
is probably
the
the
future
most
of Star Wars,
irritating
right here.
thing about this show, to be honest.
He
He's
is?
taking over Nubs Nation, and now you have
Really?
Yord. Hashtag Yord Horde.
Yeah, I find his
Why is-
character.
hold
kinda
on.
bad.
Why is he so irritating?
Because he's just so eager to please. It's just nauseating, this character.
Yeah.
Nah, he's
Hey, this
freaking,
this character's in every Jedi novel that's ever been made before, ever. It's
Yeah,
the
maybe
same
they-
one. It's just giving the hits.
Maybe they haven't taken their shirt.
You're mad. You're okay. I get it. You
That's
guys are
not
mad.
true. Anakin
Hold
had
on.
his shirt off.
Yeah, you're mad because the dude's a 20-year-old and get his shirt off. I get it, man. I mean, when I was in my 20s, I had my shirt off all.
When I was
Shoot,
in
I'm
my 20s,
I still have my shirt off all the time. I probably shouldn't at this point, but I
No,
give zero fucks.
no, you
It's
shouldn't.
full
No.
circle at this point. But
It's
you
too
know,
bad, too long.
I'm not mad about it. I mean, what do you? Yeah,
man, I was making women happy in my 20s when I was my shirt off, man.
yeah, me too. And now I'm just
Conversation's
I just have my
spinning
shirt off to have my shirt off. But you can't be mad. You can't be mad that some other dude's young doing it because you did the same shit. So like, okay,
Listen, I already got that poster coming out for Wave Seeker with Yord, freaking goddamn Thrawn, and freaking Nubs. It's coming.
you're giving Nubs a piggyback ride. It's going to be on Wayseeker's wall.
no,
No,
what
no,
was
no,
it? You said you were going to have one of them sitting on Santa's lap or
Yeah,
something
so
like
it's
that.
a
I
Yord,
didn't
it's
know.
a Yord sitting on Santa Thrawn's lap with Nubs holding freaking Santa Thrawn leg.
Wow.
That's what's happening. And Wave Seeker like this.
Santa or Santa? How about Santa instead?
Santa. But you're gonna have Wave Seeker like Home Alone.
Santa?
Did y'all see what the actor said that made the whole Star Wars fandom just like blow up?
When he's talking about the Bad Batch?
No, he misspoke. He was in the middle of like a he said Anakin blew up the Death Star, but you
Oh.
can tell it was like he was so
Yeah, nobody's
into
ever-
the,
So
Nobody's
they
ever
found
made-
no one's
Tom
ever
Holland.
mixed those
Yeah,
names
Tom
up.
Holland to Star Wars.
He also said that every episode of the Bad Batch made him cry. That's how much he loved the Bad Batch.
Who
I
said
didn't,
that?
hear, I didn't hear that one.
This character, yeah.
Okay, well now I'm against this
That-
character.
that-
Put your shirt on. Get your robe back on, you bum. You bum. This guy's a bum. Get rid of him.
Yeah,
Charlie.
Charlie had a StarWars.com interview where he talked about the Bad Batch. So if you want to,
This guy did?
really bad takes
Yeah.
on the Bad Batch, you can watch that one.
Bum. Kill.
All right.
When's he gonna die? What episode? Spoil it now, Dom. What episode he's dying in? I can't get rid of that guy.
No, he's gonna get
Think the
freaking a
Bad Batch
lightsaber
should
through the
suck.
neck, but still live because lightsabers don't do anything anymore to anybody. So we'll see what happens.
But knives obviously do.
Exactly, blades.
All right,
And plus-
Andor season 2 writers were revealed this week. Tony Gilroy is doing 3 episodes instead of 6 this season. He did the beginning and the last arc. You can see they're doing arcs here again of 3 episodes. All the same writers are returning, except for they're adding a new writers for episode 10 through 12. Tom Bissell. I didn't know anything he's done, but he's done a lot of Metal Gear Solid games, and so I'm
Ooh.
really interested to see how a gamer coming over to get the final episodes of Andor will do that. That's a big task. So
Listen, Andor season 2, episode 1 to 3, 1 year.
Mhm.
Episode 4, 5, and 6, the next year.
Yeah,
Skipping years. So it's gonna be good. I can't wait.
that's how does that mean it's gonna be good?
I find it
Really
odd
good.
that
I
they put a
fucking
new
enjoyed
writer
Andor,
closing
man.
it out, though.
I'm happy for this coming back.
Hey,
Can't wait.
don't stop. The man says he's happy. Let him be happy. It's not
I know.
negative. Let him roll.
I didn't say
All right, we're
anything.
still getting this one in
Not
2025. I
you.
know
Not
there's
you.
some
Not
rumors-
you. I'm talking to a way seeker.
There's some rumors that was coming out this year, but it's not. It's come out next year. So
Well, actually, it was supposed to come out this year because of other strike. They pushed.
I
things
know,
back.
but then people said,
But it's all right. Listen,
Stop when you're ahead, Dom. Stop when you're ahead.
all right, Star Wars Hunters this week. It released on mobile Switch. We're going to cover it later. We all have been playing except for Dom. It's a slacker. Jedi probably not playing it either.
I'm just like, I don't play.
Jedi. Why won't this game start?
maybe Marco had 3 Jedis on his team earlier when Marco had all the kills on his whole team.
Yeah, we played a little bit all the kills. No, that's not true. Somebody else. There's 2 other guys got 1 kill apiece, so it was 12 to 14 total kills.
I'll say this much though. I bet the Jedi can't figure out how to change his name in the thing. I mean,
Once again, it's not about you don't get it, and that's okay because I love that it upsets you. I am like the biggest gaming troll there is. Okay, so for those people that don't understand what we're talking about, when you get a new system or sometimes when you get a new game, they give you a generic name. The perfect example of this is when you first bought the Xbox, your live chat, mine is Briny Stew with some numbers after it. It was just a generic thing. It doesn't mean anything. They purposely give you these stupid things so that you will change them. I don't change them because I think it's funny when you get in group chats with people and they A, screw the name up, or 2, go, what the hell? Why are you Jedi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, you could get original with it. And it's like, no, dude, it's just the starter thing. And it blows their mind. And then to people like Wayseeker and JJ, it really fucking pisses them off when they see it. They get so infuriated by seeing it.
Blowing my mind.
So I love that. Like, it's
commit.
awesome. Huh?
If you're gonna commit, Marco. No,
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm committing to leaving that name up there to piss people off. Yes, that is a commitment because people get really mad about it.
Return your party invites because I think it's some random guy.
It's all right.
And because Marco likes soundtrack news so much, the Star Wars Hunter original soundtrack is also available.
Oh, wow.
It's available on Spotify, on Apple Music, and more. And it features brand new songs from the heavy metal band Galactic Empire. So if that's your favorite,
Move along.
you can get it on Spotify, Marco.
The music in this game is terrible.
Nobody cares.
I don't know why we do that.
I muted all that stuff.
I put this thing out here so you can all see what's coming along the way in our newest game there coming out at the end of July. As you can see there, who's going to be in the game now? We don't care what's going to be in the game. And who's across the table?
They're literally putting Lando in it.
Lando is going.
Sure, we're not getting Nib Nub instead.
What? I think we're getting both.
Is this for hunters?
No, this is not for hunters. This is for
Outlaws.
Outlaws. So, Outlaws, we will be able to have an interaction with Lando and playing Sabak or whatever game that is. So,
and fake Hera on the right.
Fake, yeah. So it's interesting that they keep adding in all these characters. I know they're going to give them new voice actors or whatever. We'll be able to see. Maybe we'll get Boba. Dom, we got all these people in there.
Boo that! Pay that man his money.
So
if it doesn't sound like Call 45, I ain't playing.
It's not going to.
Well,
so I just thought they released this image today, and
it would be Glover, right? It would be Glover.
It'd be Glover, but yeah, they're not paying Glover.
It would be nice to have the other bounty hunters in it, like Dangar and Bosk. That'd be kind of cool.
Tom, you don't play games. You don't care.
No, I watch the story. I don't play. I watch the story.
Yeah, tell them never to release the story on the internet.
Yeah,
don't ever do it.
Yeah, just start reporting it every time you see it. Just start reporting it because you can report it and pull down, and then Dom will never. Dude, we should stream Dom playing his first video game.
We really should. Like that would be funny. Absolutely.
Listen, I may not be as good at the games I used to be, but back in the day,
dude,
Miss Pac-Man, freaking Centipede, give me those games. Donkey Kong, I'll take care of it.
That was probably like Missile Defender Champion.
Doing stuff. I don't have time.
Nobody believes you. Nobody believes you.
I don't have a lot of time for this.
It's hard to believe that.
All right, so this week we got not one but 2 more High Republic Edge of Balance mangas announced. We got Volume 4, which is coming out, and then after that they announced also a special premonition. Here's my question for you all.
Please.
Dark Horse sucks.
Yes, it does.
These mangas come out on time. Could we be getting more mangas in the future because Dark Horse sucks?
If they keep selling?
What will happen if that does? Will you be upset if we get less comics but more mangas?
Yeah, I would rather have them give us. Well, no, yes and no. That's you just double sorted that. Would I be happy with less comics? Sure. Would I be happy with less of the comics that I want to read? Yes. Would I want more mangas? No, I don't give a shit about them. They're stupid. So no.
Wow. Two very different markets. I don't think that one translates to the other very much.
You don't think the High Republic crowd? I bet you these do better than the comics.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if they're doing
It's hard to
4 of
say.
them,
Yeah, I mean, your distribution for this is so much different than it is
Yeah.
for comics.
Mhm.
You're looking at mainly bookstores and things like that where you're going to find this. It's almost like novels.
and it's not the volume, right? They're not selling the volume that you're selling
Yeah.
in comics or even in TPBs.
Well, a lot of manga probably sell more than comics, actually. In some
And manga
regards,
sell
but
more than comics.
They,
I
not
don't know
the
that
Star
this
Wars
one
stuff,
does.
Not the
I
Star
don't.
Wars
I don't know
stuff,
that
yeah.
this one does, but yeah.
I'm just saying for what I know, it was delivered to certain stores. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that's outside.
Well, comic shops don't stock manga like. And you're gonna go to like a Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and
You'll
Noble.
see like 6 aisles of manga, when comic shop has like one wall maybe.
and you're gonna see 4 of these books where a comic shop for the next thing's got a 20-pack. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So of comics. So yeah, I mean it's good though. It must be doing well because they're on volume 4 already, and I think they would have cut it because they could have easily cut it after 2. So
No, so I mean,
they aren't as bad. I was just throwing shade at it. It's not. That
I know
bad.
they actually the last one was really good, but I'll be
Well,
interested to see
that's
though. I just wonder if like Dark House continues to suck.
Did
Like,
novel come out? Was there a novel that came out this week, Lacey?
next week. It's in my
Next
new.
week.
So we got to read it
Well,
right here, Marco. Spoiling like Dom every week,
yeah.
Listen, my favorite Jedi right there, Avar.
Who?
Chris.
Avar.
Tom's
I like
favorite.
That's your favorite. I know he's
Fucking
muted.
worst,
That should be an auto mute right there. Your favorite
Yeah.
Jedi is
Yeah.
Avar.
I told you.
Just-
Didn't I tell you?
Cut that dub. Dub. What time is it? 31:42. Cut it. Cut it. 31:42, somewhere around there. 31:46. Cut it. Go ahead.
So yeah, we got the next High Republic adult book coming out this Tuesday, which is Temptation of the Force, which will feature a lot of the future relationship of Elzar and Chris. I'll be interested to see how this plays out. We know they've been on again, off again, trying to hold their feelings back. This one could get really bad really quick if they play too much into this love story.
Yeah.
So I really hope they don't do that too much. Tessa's doing this one. We like Tessa. Tessa's done a good job in the past. So I have.
I was just talking to that with Woody Fanatic. I think Tessa does okay when she helps out Ireland, but I'm kind of worried doing it.
You think if Avar dies, that pushes him over the edge?
That'd be
Avar's
cool.
not dying. Avar's not dying. But
Hopefully
yeah,
she
it
does.
would. I think it would push him over the edge.
Why am I the only one that thinks the Avar Chris character sucks?
I like her. Hey,
I
she's
didn't
good,
ask
though.
you.
I- I think
Okay, I think she's kind of past serving any role of importance at this.
I don't
Agreed.
think I have a vision for
But
her.
also I heard so many people who think, not even like in our circle, outside of our circle, Star Wars fans outside of our circles, who like her power, which I thought was one of the dumbest
music
things
is
I've
cool.
ever heard. The sing-song.
It's a sing-song force.
I
Yeah.
like it.
I think if she dies, I think the Jedi are going to focus more on attachments. You can't have them. Stay further away from people, and that'll be more of like you can see like the turn of the political side.
No, I really do think it's gonna be this. I think it's gonna be a trashy. I fear
Yeah.
that's gonna be this.
Yeah.
And to be honest, they've made this character like for everybody who gets scared of having female characters who are super strong, like strong wise in battle and stuff like that, and smart. Like they really turn this character into just a soft mush of a terrible character.
BK, you're good. That's a good one, BK.
Wayseeker lost me with this. I mean, don't let Wayseeker publicize this thing, because when he said 2 Jedi on again, off again, fighting their feelings for one another, I almost vomited. I'm just
But that's been their story.
Hey, hold on. But hold on. Is there not a complaint? Don't they call like if all of a sudden a female character is strong, they call it a Mary Sue or whatever, right? And now they're giving you some soft bullshit about some
No, it's 2 different
sing-songy
things.
chick who fucking wears a tiara, fucking doesn't do shit, and like in a love triangle. And now you guys are saying it's mush.
Well,
Which one do you want?
It's like
Which one do
Olivia
you want?
Newton-John.
well, I'm one of those that I started off liking this character, and because
This character's trash.
she was so prominently featured in Phase 1 that you you just kind of hoped and kept hoping and hoping, and they've done nothing with her. So now you're just, I don't know. I'm throwing in the towel on this character, but
Yeah.
I guess I understand. Like Marco was saying, some people say they still like this character. I think they're desperately holding on to this character, hoping. But yeah, I've about thrown the towel in for this.
Dom, talking to Dom, she just shot a fight across your book.
Hey, you know what? Listen, it's all right. Everybody has their opinion. Look, I have my opinion on things too. You know, and she was.
What did you just say? That words.
What?
Anyway, Belle and the Charhound are going to be featured prominently in this book too, so I'm excited about that part. So
Yeah,
I love
that is a fan favorite. Bell and the
yeah,
Charhound.
that's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And you love Elzar, so
I do
really-
like Man, this bullshit love triangle is the worst part of Man. If he would, the only way I would have liked it is if he would have killed Geos because of it, like pushed him down a shaft, like been like, oh yeah,
It's always got to die in shaft.
Kill his best friend for.
would have been all right. I would have liked it all right.
How do
But
you-
At least a bit of Star Wars death.
I think this could ruin the Elzar Man, which is Elzar Man was one of the better, is still prior to this book one of the better characters.
listen, the
What
whole,
would you think if they switched him? Like she's the one that kind of leaves the order, and he's the one that ends up sticking with it. Like
I don't think
Almost
that's
like
I don't think that's without merit, because there's that part where you see him getting lost, and then when you see him in 50 in Star Wars, he does mention that he ended up being part of the order, but he had a little bit of a separation for a while, because that's what that conversation with him and Luke is about. So I mean, you might not be wrong with that. Hopefully he kicks her down an elevator shaft then. I don't know, but like
She's gonna be the
kill
star.
someone randomly.
She's gonna be the star of Phase 3.
listen, I want to
believe
see her
that.
turn to the dark side so bad because I want to see her as Sith.
Tom gets mad whenever there's a female lead character that's just anybody, and he's like, I want this one to become a.
no, he just wants all to be in
I want to see a friggin'
Hold on.
female
There's a
Sith.
reason why, because Dom thinks all Sith females are scantily clad, so he wants them all to be scantily clad.
Hey, I can have it in my own imagination. What do you want me to do?
See, I told you. You just gotta speak Dom. Okay.
Can't speak
All right.
down. It doesn't make
Hey,
sense.
listen, it's
No,
all-
I just really hope. You know how they ruined what's his name? The cook.
Porter.
Porter
Yeah,
Angle.
Porter Angle.
I have a feeling this is gonna they did that shit to Porter Angle. I have a feeling they're about to do it to Ezra Man too.
I think expectations for this book are really low. I think it's going to actually be a good book. I think Tessa's done a good job. I hope I'm right. I hope it isn't some love romance novel,
I got $1.
because that's going to be bad. That's Phase 3 has been like struggling.
Yeah, but Phase 3 struggle is because of pacing and I was thinking
I
today
know,
as
but we can't afford another pacing issue.
No, but
Yeah.
what's happening with Phase 3 is
We're not going to get another adult novel for 6 months after this. We can't.
a Phase.
well, that's
3
okay. That's not the problem. The problem is when their release schedule, their pacing and release schedule, they wanted to hold off on the comics in Marvel because they wanted people to read the novel. They should have dropped them at the same time. That way it would be on track. Dark Horse has been a mess, and now we get novels out 3 months ahead of time that tells us the whole next arc of comics.
And you know what the
I know.
crazy thing is, that if freaking Phase 3 right now is actually Phase 2.2.0, because they keep doing flashbacks more in the third. With the
There's only been one flashback.
I want to see forward.
One.
What?
They're going forward. There's one flashback.
Yeah,
One
I know,
issue.
one
of the
flashback,
comic.
but they-
One issue is a flashback.
No, hold on, Wayseeker, hold on. I think he's saying something that's kind of what I was just saying. You're just not he's just saying in Domisms. What he's saying is they already gave us the novels, so they already told us a story. So when we're reading the comics, technically we're flashing back to the novels. He's got a point. They're telling the same story they
I
already
think
told.
it's going back to Phase 2 too much. though.
That's not what Dom was
That's
talking
not
about.
what Dom said.
Dom, isn't that what you were
was
saying?
Goes back to Phase
No,
2 too
listen,
much.
That's what you wanted me to say, but that's
That's what he said.
That was the
Oh,
wrong
he was,
answer,
no.
Dom.
No,
No, he's saying it's goes back to Phase 2 too
No,
much.
look,
It
Phase
has nothing
1.
to do with that.
I enjoyed Phase 1, the first round of comics. Phase 2, they went back 150.
I gave you a
50
life
years.
vest, Dom.
And now they're still doing flashbacks in
Marco
Phase
froze the
3.
life
That's the
preserver.
thing.
And
Dom
literally
swims away
threw
from the life preserver.
Dom's in the middle of the fucking ocean, not a boat in sight. I launched the life preserver right in front of him. He goes, "Fuck that donut," and pushes it out of the way.
Get out of here. I can do this on my own.
All right, this one is for JJ. JJ can go troll and talk about how much he hates this game. Star Wars Unlimited sucks. All this. JJ, he thinks this is the greatest game of all time. Asmodee has been canceling some online pre-orders the customer made for Set 2.
I'm gonna let Jedi go. I'm gonna let JJ go with this, but I want to talk. I want to talk after JJ because I have a theory on this.
So I know there's a reason to it, but what happened was Asmodee opened it up. I think it was last week sometime. I can't remember the exact date for pre-orders.
2 weeks. It was 2 weeks.
Was
ago.
it 2 weeks ago? And for pre-orders publicly, people went in there that pre-order, and people probably pre-ordered too. But first off, Asmodee made a huge mistake. They didn't put a limit on it. When
No, I thought they did.
Pre-order.
No,
I don't think there was. I don't think there was a limit. But even the people that only ordered a couple boxes have either got their pre-order reduced. If you ordered on the first day, this is my understanding of the way it worked. If you ordered on the first day through Asmodee, they're going to honor the pre-order, but they're going to give you one box. No matter how many boxes you ordered, if you ordered 6, you get 1. If you ordered basically past the second day or the 24 hours or whatever, you get nada. So if you ordered like May, was it 28th or whatever when they had it open, you get 0. Even if you only ordered 1 box, then you get 0 boxes. So to me, this is a horrible thing for a company to do just in general. Like, don't put up pre-orders with no limit or something and then come back on people 2 weeks later and cancel all their stuff. And there's a lot of people that ordered through Asmodee and then said, oh, well, I got my 2 boxes now. Let's say you wanted 2 boxes. I got my 2 or 3 boxes now that I wanted. I'm not going to order through my shop or whatever. Well, even if the shop opens pre-orders. And then the shop opens pre-orders, they pass on that. And now they got nothing because Asmodee wiped them out.
So that's where I'm going to get you on this one. 2 things. So this is a lot of this discussion is coming from a Reddit group. And some of it, a lot of stuff JC said is true. I don't think they should have ever sold it in the first place, especially considering they didn't, at the time that they put it up, they had not verified with stores how much they were going to give them. They allocate them. They did not. And there's a secondary distributor that they did not tell them how much they're going to allocate. So I agree on that point. The point that I have a little bit different of an issue is when JJ starts going, because I've now spent some time with these card players, especially some that go to this certain Reddit chat. And I will tell you this, they're full of shit. Okay. And they're whiny little bitches. And one of the comments that was put in there, I went back to see what he said. And the guy said, it's open right now. I'm ordering a case, stopping and then ordering another case tomorrow. And the same guy said, oh, I only ordered 3 boxes and I can't get them anymore. And now I'm reduced to 1. So the guy's full of shit, first off. Like a lot of the Reddit chat, especially in cards, like Reddit chat in comics isn't that bad. Like every once in a while, there's guys like trying to shill their shows or whatever. But the card unlimited Reddit cloud is just, we had a guy go to a local, the fucking guy got a bye, and they complained that he had to get in a playoff. And he lost like 20 matches. Never, like, dude, you played 20 showdowns. Out of 20 showdowns, you couldn't place top 8. It's not the store's fault. It's you suck at the game and you should quit. Okay. So, like, I know real life people that complain on this board and they're baby ass bitches. And the dude that I went back to look at that was complaining about his ticket reduction after he said, I only ordered 2 boxes and now I don't know what I'm going to do. Woe is me. Bitch, 2 weeks ago, you were telling everybody, hey, hurry up and order. I've already ordered a case and I'm going to go back and order another case. So which one is it? Did you order 2 cases? And they're like, hey, fuckhead, stop trying to pawn everybody and take all the cases. Or did you only order 2 boxes? Poor baby, and you'll never get it.
I have noticed that on Reddit, especially, this is the thing, these super experienced trading card game players don't know the difference between a booster display / box, sometimes called display, sometimes called a box, and a case. They're like, yeah, I ordered a case, and they mean a box. It's like, no, you ordered a box, not a case. A case is 6
But also,
boxes.
too, I think they're stupid because they said they ordered a case. The guy that was complaining said he ordered a case, he's only getting 1 box. So what did you do? Did you order a case? That's my point. Like, some of this bitching is just idiots bitching. Like, and I think that's why some of that stuff coming in is kind of bad, too. So, like,
But
first off,
this was just bad.
Not to my brethren that are playing with me or whatever, but to the rest of you card people that suck, you suck. All right. Go ahead. Sorry, JJ.
I was just saying that to me, it's just bad business to do it.
It was bad business. They should have never opened it up and tried to have people buy from it. And you know what the shitty part was too? Stores were complaining because they said, wait a minute, you asked us to give you pre-orders, you asked us to do everything else like this. And when we talk to our Modi like dealer, they're telling us they're not going to verify how many boxes, but we're already going to get allocated, and you put up that you're going to be. That's where like
the squeeze is really happening there, where shops were left in the dark as far as what the numbers they're getting.
Yep.
And now they're starting to get those numbers, and it's way less than they thought, at least as far as the initial allocation is going to go. I think that's where you're really going to feel the squeeze in this thing. And it's really a shame because with a new set, they had a chance to do so much better, and it seems like right out the gate they're doing the same.
Yeah, here, Chris, he gets the bell, dude.
Yeah,
Chris goes, I just love that. A very limited product is Star Wars Unlimited. Bro, give this dude the bell.
Ring the bell.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'll be honest. There's 90% of the card players that I've met and played with are really cool. There are some babies, but like even with comic book babies, I've never seen it where you like go to every Discord, like if you like never was it something you did, right? It's never been something, and I've never seen this in like anything but card
comparable. It's not comparable because bad card players. They always gotta blame somebody other than themselves.
Oh
you
my
can't do
God.
that in comics. In comics, you can't blame anybody because you're not involved. Bad card players, they will always blame somebody.
And the hyper competitive guy that finished second, and he's his best friend or his wife could finish first and be like, "Fuck you." You finished first.
So bad.
I just think like if you go to if you go to 10 showcases and you're 0-10 for top. Dude, I fucked around and almost made top 8. Like, and I'm not that good at it because I don't even know how any of these actions are, right? Like, I'm learning the actions of a card. But if you play cards a bunch and you bought all this stuff and you can't make top 8, 10 tries, a jackass just throwing cards down can make top 8 in 10 tries. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be pretty bad at what you're doing. So,
like, Dom might be able to do it. Maybe.
Or maybe. Close. Jedi definitely would. I guarantee you, Jedi played.
No, Jedi would
for sure. He'd make
Dom,
for sure.
Maybe.
Well, Dom would get mad and flip the table. So
that is the week in Star Wars.
That wasn't that bad.
No,
wasn't that bad.
Whenever I'm on here, it goes well. Whenever you guys,
that's not true. That's not true. You didn't troll. You chose no trolling articles today, right, Dom?
And listen, even if you troll, I'm not falling for that crap anymore, man.
He's in a positive space.
You want to bet next week? What do you want to bet?
He's in a positive space.
Listen, you're gonna hear what I have to say. Once I say it, you're not gonna be trolling me anymore.
You spoil something. You spoil something. Nobody's gonna be trolling you for a whole week, Dom.
Nothing's better than Boba Fett. Every article.
Jedi, you might be Domless this week, dude. Because if there's a site that's been spoiled the next episode, and if he repeats it,
listen,
I won't be
I'm
on
not
this
saying
Friday either.
Spoiled up. I'm just saying what's out there, what people are talking about. But I'm gonna put the realistic.
We'll see, Dom. We'll cut you off if it gets too. Don't get mad if we cut you off if it gets too close. All right, here we go. This week we had this piece of shit. There's nothing nice to say about this Star Wars book. Lando's still under trial. They gave you a gonk droid. Somebody tried to poison him, but another droid was there. He's still on trial. Stupid as heck. He reminds everybody who he is. Stupid as hell. All his friends show up, but they make him guilty. And then they say, like, oh, the way you can get out of being guilty is pay your debt and be part of the Republic. So this whole arc was to try to explain why Lando was working for the Republic.
Isn't he on trial by the Empire?
I'm Lando, damn it.
Who's actually trying him? It's the Empire.
The New Republic. The New Republic.
Oh, it's the New Republic. Oh.
Yeah. But it doesn't even matter because he's already helping him out anyways because of his buddy Han. Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
and we already got like in the Dark Droid stuff while he was partnering with them with the whole Lobot stuff. We don't need this. The story was not necessary at all. It added nothing. I can't wait for this to end.
Oh, don't worry. They're still continuing the Star Wars series with the dust of wherever. Where's the latest home planet?
Alderaan.
So good. So we all really want that arc.
Hey, look at Dwayne, but a tree died for that.
Lots of trees died for that book.
Sadly.
I didn't order any. It's on you all who bought that book.
No, this book, High Republic, was pretty good this week.
No, High Republic is fine. But
and Laura D fans, where's Bri J? Because he's gonna love
like 3 issues.
What's that?
Yeah.
Said I haven't ordered the mainline Star Wars since they did the trial of Lando.
I haven't ordered it.
Since the first time they did trial Lando, I stopped ordering, and I refuse to order till they stop it. And Dust of Andor isn't getting any better. All right, High Republic. Here we go. High Republic This was actually
All
pretty
right,
good.
Ruben, you're the only one buying that stuff anymore.
Yeah, it's
I'm buying all of it.
but you can wait and buy it for $1. Why waste money? So, hey, they're going to this little base thing. They're looking around. They're like, hey, cool, we're in the exclusion zone. We need to find that child. They got their A team together, which is Ty from Phase 2, a skier who's still kind of crazy, but maybe not. Everybody's favorite Laura D. And then in their little ship thing, trying to go into this little flying prison ship, they've got Kiwi, the blob guy, Oberlin, and they've got both twins, Tech and Trek, even though none of them died. Actually, you know what's funny? What's funny is, like, I think, isn't there been like 4 people here in this that have been attacked by the Nameless and they're not dead? Have you noticed that? Because Kiwi got, I think,
twins got attacked by the Dreamgear, right?
Just the one.
Well, the other twin got attacked by the Nameless, but when he was getting it, the other twin felt it, and Skier got attacked by a Nameless too.
Yeah.
So they got 4 people that whatever have survived the Nameless. They jump down onto this little planet thing, or the little Barat. It's not a plane. What the heck is it called? Whatever,
Ship?
like a boat. What's a big ship called? Yeah. Barge. They get out onto this barge, and all of a sudden they see this freaking Nameless that's like got its head buttoned, and they think it's dead, but it's not. It starts making noise. So what's her name? Shoots it. In the meantime, they see the kid being tortured. I don't know what's going on in Star Wars. Think they can torture kids. It's like the old DK, the old books. So Laura D shoots the Nameless thing with 2 heads in the face, and then these 2 guys. If you remember, the one guy in the bottom actually was in the Dark Horse thing. He looked really cool. Now he kind of looks stupid. Whoever drew him now, and we get like this rat thing that keeps, or this cockroach thing that keeps ticking. Also, too, the little rat thing that's got the mouth there. We've seen him before. What's the name of the character from Game of Thrones? That they called the one they captured him. It was one of the Greyjoys that captured him. Called him. Started with an R. They use the same name for him. Reek. Yeah. Yep. They call him Reek. So, which is kind of weird, but he's also a servant thing. All of a sudden, the battle's going on. Laura D disappears, and they're like, "Where's Laura D?" And Chris is like, "I gotta go handle," or not Chris. Sorry, what's her name? Now you got Ava Chris on my mind.
Kiwi?
Yeah, Kiwi goes, "Oh, I'm gonna go handle this." I don't know why you don't say Avalon, because he's just a blob he could get everywhere, but whatever. Okay, here goes Reek. He's about to use, instead of his real hands, the whatever backpack thing he has. I don't understand why he has that.
Weird. It's like
It's
a totally
weird.
Kevin Scott thing right here. Like only he would come up with this thing.
But this is really good, dude. And Bolin shows up. He's like, "All right, let's try to see what her power is, and let's not have the Nameless eat it." All of a sudden, D shows up with a glowing sword, which is kind of dope, and a gun. She's like, "Bitches, drop the child, or I'm gonna drop you." And they're like, "Oh yeah, you just suck because the Rowe family gave you so much, and now you're lost. You don't know what you're doing." She's like, "Yeah. What do I want to see? What do I want to see, buddy?" And gets him in real close, which is kind of awesome. And then boom, she's like, "Bitch, you see this?" And she starts blowing up the whole ship, dude. It was really cool. I was about to get disappointed because before I flipped the page, I was like, "Oh damn, are they gonna have her flip back to like the Nihil?" And I thought they were, but he surprised me. And then all of a sudden, like, one of the twins is like, "Oh my god, shit's blowing up!" And she's like, "Yeah, I give a shit. I'm just saving this kid, dude." She cuts that little stupid weird ass arm off of Reek, and then Reek's trying to get one of the Nameless out from underneath the thing while Boolin's calling him an idiot. The Nameless starts attacking, going right for DD's like, "Shit, dude, I'm in trouble." She's like, "Dude, little kid, stop being a little pain in the ass and throw me my knife so I can stab this thing." All of a sudden, you see her, and it turns out it's Kiwi. And Kiwi now just doesn't give a shit about the Nameless like scare thing. She's like, "I couldn't stand you fucking crying and whining, Lord D, over the mic. So I decided to kill this thing." They're like, "All right, cool, let's get out of here." I thought this book was good, man. It was fast. It was good.
It was
Get
good.
rid of all other books. Just keep this thing going.
I can tell you liked it because there's like 20 pages as opposed to like
I
The
know.
whole book, every page.
the whole book.
This is not the whole book. I don't ever give you the whole book. But yeah, dude.
What?
It was
You
good.
skipped 1 page. That's what. Oh, sorry.
No, there's like 6 pages that are in here. It was cool though. I thought they did a great job with this.
It is cool. I like this book, and I think Kevin did a great job with it. The only
I don't
problem
know
with
what's
me-
up with the girl though, but like
The only problem with me is I don't know if this is connecting to the larger High Republic story in a way that is doing anything.
I kind of don't care.
I
'Cause
am
it's
not.
new and fresh.
I'm
I
not
don't
sure
care.
I care either, but it seems like the main High Republic line should give us like a character that is like in any of the novels or something.
I think it's
But
maybe
they've done
something-
that. That's what's ruined it because they just repeat what's in the novel. I rather have them. I think the comics are always best served where we're getting quality side stories about the mainline product, if that's the movie or the novels. I think that's when Star Wars is at its best in comics, and obviously this is proof of it, in my opinion. So,
I just think we've lost a lot of the High Republic book people
yes,
to the comics, and maybe that's not a bad thing. But I don't think there's nearly as much hype for these comics as there used to be.
yeah,
It's
well,
not
they
that it's
could
bad. It's a really good comic. I love the whole thing. Like I didn't think I would ever want to see Tay, Lorna D together, and
yeah, the whole it's here. The whole group's a
and
fun.
like that group is great together. They're crazy.
thought-
All of them are.
Dude, remember JJ used to make fun of Oberlin because he's a blob? He's like, how does that work without a suit? Like, what the fuck? Why can't he say? And they do it, and it's funny. It works. And then the twins, come on, let's be honest. The twins sucked in the first phase.
They still
really
suck.
suck.
They still suck.
Yeah, but now they funny
Yeah,
suck.
they
Now
have
they
much
funny
better.
still suck.
I thought it was hilarious when he was having a panic attack because Laura D was blowing shit up. I thought that was great, dude. I thought it was good. I thought it was great. Like they've minimized them.
I think this is a bit of MacGuffin, but I think it will eventually kind of move the story forward a little bit to where it's supposed to be. At least as far as Kiwi goes. But
yeah, I think it is too. I enjoyed it. I will tell you this: they're pretty much going to start ending the arc here and then start a new arc soon. So coming soon. Next week's going to really suck. We got Vader fighting the eyeball. So
do you have a boat or what the hell?
Yeah. But that staff he still has, I don't know.
That was a staff, yeah.
FOC, we unfortunately get one of the worst High Republic RI covers or B covers. Not
B
RI,
cover.
they don't do RI anymore. B covers there are from an artist that usually does pretty well. A cover's pretty dope though, so there we go. That's pretty much it.
Christmas at this point.
Yeah,
so.
maybe not. We don't know
Yeah.
if it's really FOCing or not. Oh shoot, I put this in the wrong order. All right, and then next up, we've got a couple comic books that we're going to look at this week. I was told that we've been doing this thing like hunting comic books or whatever, but I think we're going to kind of look at some of these prices now to see where to go. I can't remember what the title was for this, wanted whatever, and I had been led to believe that these comics had dropped so low in price that they'd be easily picked upable. But we'll see if we should be hunting for these or not, because some of them I think are still a little bit above what I'm willing to pay for them. We're going to do a whole series on these, but we're starting off with Thrawn in the Galactic Icon. For those people that don't know, there's 36 Galactic Icon covers. They weren't very popular when they first came out, believe it or not. They were not. You could get them in dollar bins eventually, and then they started making their way to popularity during the pandemic. This is books that we figured probably, if you look at other stuff, would have fallen off. Remember, if you listen to most of the main people who talk about comics, they'll tell you Star Wars comics are in the garbage and not worth $1. Unfortunately, they forgot about some of these because Thrawn, believe it or not, this month actually, and I know it's only 9 days in, their last price for a raw version is sold for $37.75. Now, there was a one that sold last month for $19, but it was kind of mislabeled. They just called it Star Wars Galactic Icon, and it didn't have any of the numbering and anything on it. And they ended up selling it at auction for $19. So Be careful with that. Just if you're putting on your notifications, put it on for Galactic Icons because we'll see some more later. A 9.6 did sell for $80 though. 9.8s are just too expensively priced. Like people who have 9.8s right now are in the $200 range too, which I think is way too expensive for this. I think this book, when it like realistically, if you start getting sub 20 on this book, that was where I thought I was going to see it at. I don't know where you guys thought this book was at.
About where that would be.
Yeah, that's right.
Half the price it was when it was.
Half the price of what this is. Yeah,
So, that's a nice price for the Star Wars.
I don't think it's a nice price. I think this is too expensive for me too. Still at this price, I don't know.
Well,
Ruben,
like,
how much did you
nice
buy this
value.
book for?
Not like I would buy it at 38, but it's nice if you can pick this thing up for cheap. You can flip it and make some money. That you don't see too many variants that are selling for $38 anymore.
Yeah, especially.
I actually did not buy this book.
Really?
I wasn't buying any of the Galactic Icons.
You might be getting it soon if it falls. I think that 19 is misleading though because it came back up after that. So
yeah, I don't think it's going to fall too much further. I really don't.
I think it might in the next couple months. I mean, there's a lot of them up. People are starting to give discounts, and I'll tell you why later. All right, so this is another one, Darth Vader number 21. Now, know that just because the characters. See, I think that's part of the reason why it sells funky on the internet, because it's a Vader book. It's 21, and then they don't really actually like that. The title is Darth Vader 21, right? From what year is this? Is it 2020, 2019,
18,
2018? So people don't even put the years in it anymore. They get it all messed up. A lot of times they'll put like Galactic Icon 26 out of 36. So it's like all screwed up with how they're listing these. This one, you saw this. We knew this spike was happening because there were some rumors that this character was going to show up someplace. I can't remember the last time they always say this guy's going to show up.
Dom had it for Skeleton Crew. That's what Dom says.
Skeleton Crew. So the last one sold for $32.75. There were 2 sales before that. One was for $347. Listen to this though. The person listed it for cover or for 4. I think what was cover price on this? $4.
Yeah,
$3.99. So they listed it for $3.99, and then somebody best offered them $347 on it, and they took it. So I'm not sure that person like.
Wow.
That's what I'm telling you.
Why would you best offer it? Just pay the $3.99, dude. You can lose it.
No, that's an amazing technique, bro.
I think the $32.75 I think is more the outlier looking at the history of this book than it is the
these were 3 $32.75 is a very high point of it, but it was the last sale. The $347, that's an outlier because it just is, because who lists it for the actual price of the book, and then who the heck puts a best offer in and isn't accepted. I thought that was amazing. The $12.75 did go to auction and had 9 bids. Realistically, this book is probably like the average price around this time is probably more towards what?
About $10.
Yeah, well, more than that. It's probably more than that. It's like 17 if you really take into consideration what it's selling for. But I did think it was awesome how the person did it for $347.
I'd be so mad if like I had a chance to buy that and I put best offer and then somebody just paid $3.99 for it. Like, man, I could just have it. Like, don't do that.
I think they just did it and somebody accepted it right away. So like, I don't know, man. Good for that. Good for the person who snagged that.
You're saving 42 cents. It ain't
good for the balls on that 42 cents. Good, but this book shouldn't be a $30 book either way. I think JJ's right. This should be a $10 book, dude. Like, if that. All right, there we go. Next up, going back up. Now, these were kind of a lot of the bounty hunters or whatever outside people, so I put them in. We're going to do different categories with this when we go through it. Star Wars 55, not a great actual book, but whatever. Cad Bane, it's the 28 out of 36 of these. It was kind of towards, we're at least 2/3 through the grouping there. So, and this one's still kind of pricey. Last sold for 38. There's one that sold, or for 70. There's one that sold before that for 38. Here's the thing, though. Once again, it said Galactic Icon 55 on it, or 28/36. It didn't have the title or anything else, so you had to have Galactic Empire looked up. It went to auction and then sold for $38 US to Britain, or the UK, but also it was $25 shipping. So technically, it sold for like $60, which the guy still got a good price, huh?
You guys got to parse that out because it's not $27 shipping if the guy in the UK bought it.
Right. If the guy in the United States bought it, it would have been,
Yeah.
But it's always
because it shows your shipping price. It doesn't show the shipping price for the person that actually bought it.
Those are always really.
Oh, no. It does. It does in something else that I use for the back end when it tells you the actual price of what it costs, what the person paid. There's a tool that I use that says how much they paid. So they paid 20 something for shipping and they paid out $38. So it was expensive. So 50, let's say $60, 50, $8, whatever it is. Still pretty expensive there, but yeah, someone got away with one. And then the 9/8 sold for $127, and the 9/8 sold right around the time that the $70 one. And this is why I don't understand. How are you paying $70 for raw and $127 now at this point with how much grading costs for a 9/8? Hopefully I
paid 70 overpaid.
Yes, it's way overpaid.
Some people don't like slabs. They'd rather have a roll. I get it. Takes up more space.
I'd rather almost make an offer or something on the 9/8 and buy it for $100 and cut.
Well, I think it was I think 127 was at auction. So, next up, still a little bit high, but I don't think it's that high because this has always been a pretty popular book. It's always been one of the more expensive ones. Kira, I put this up here for Dom, and because Dom said 100 times this book was going to blow up. And it did for a little bit, I guess. When the original Bounty Hunter thing was coming up, I think it went up to a whopping $30. Last one that sold was $10. I think that's still too high for this. This should be a under $5 book. It was not. It's readily available. It's readily overpriced, and I don't know. I guess if you want to get signed, but whatever. Did you get it? Did you get it cheap? No, you didn't. No. Okay. Finally, for our last one this week, we're going to cover Dr. Aphra 24. Weird title to have Boba Fett on, but that's how Star Wars works one time. This is also towards the end. 9.6 sold for $26.
Ouch.
Last three, $14.99. There's a $5 sale in between, and then a $22 sale.
I have a 9.8 in this and 10 raw copies.
Well,
congratulations.
Hopefully you got it cheap.
And I bought the full cover price, and the 9.8 I got for less than $50.
Oh, nice. There you go. So there you go. Like, not this one, what you figured would have had some, but I think people saw this cover coming as far as comic store owners, and they ordered it up because of who was on the cover, which they always do for that. So it's kind of interesting seeing that one of these characters, Boba Fett, probably the one that Dom says is the most popular character of all time, is actually selling for one of the cheapest prices.
The whole thing, when this book came out, it actually shot up to like $30, $40, like the same week for some reason. But I got these for cover.
Not the same week, was it?
Not the same week. It shot up like that. Yeah,
$30 the same week it came out.
About $30. It went up. Yeah,
I'm gonna go back and look at the sales record.
Go back on eBay. About $30.
Go back and see if that's.
I don't think you go back that far on eBay. Can you? Like 5 years.
But I got some screenshots for stuff I was keeping on to see where the prices were going because I've got a couple of copies of this. Either way, so those are our 5 this week. We'll continue going on, and I hope you guys like that. You guys have liked our other segments on it, so I think we are going to cover the Galactic stuff here coming up because there's enough of them. We'll throw an extra one in or out.
Are there any more that are worth any money?
I don't know. Like, I'm surprised because you told me these were all garbage, and then all of a sudden
they are, dude.
I'm not saying they're not garbage, but when they're selling still for $70, bro, that's not garbage, dude.
Whoever paid $30-some for that Hondo overpaid by about $20. So.
The Tron's still doing all right.
Yeah, but it's like half of what it was.
It's still good. Who cares?
Who cares? I paid like $2 for all these. So
yeah, but I'm saying the guy who has it now might not pay $2 for it. You can't say it's doing great if it's worth half of what it was 2 years ago.
It's doing better than cover price. JJ, it's doing better than cover. There's a lot of books that fell back to $1, man.
I wish there was a virgin cover that Boba Fett get the Dr. Aphra thing off and just have the.
I wish they would do it as an original one, and then what they do after that is come out with another version, a second print of it, and screw up the price of it. And you bought it for the original price, and then the price tanked. That's what I wish, Dom.
Yeah, that happens all the time to Marco.
Also, I was surprised by it when I looked them up how few these sell. Like,
yeah,
many.
Well, now a lot of them sell too. Well, because some of the prices are ridiculous, bro.
Well, yeah, the people post stupid.
You want to buy my set? Yeah, I got a whole set for sale.
But even like to auction, like there was very few like auction.
Yeah,
like, sales.
yeah.
People just. Not
I think people have faith in them, and I don't have much faith in them. All right, do you want to get to toys before I get into?
Yeah.
We'll do cards last today.
We got hunters too.
Oh shit, we got hunters too. We'll do card and hunters. We'll do cards and hunters last because I know the majority of people want to hear the Acolyte stuff. So do toys so I can get a break.
All right, so Andor's getting a couple more Funko Pops from Scarlet Joker. You know, he's been on the money with all the stuff that's dropping Funko wise. So we're getting some Cassie Andor Pops after almost 2 years after the original the first one dropped. So we're getting a Cassie Andor, a Luthen, Minerva, and a Kino. So getting a couple of characters. They're gonna probably be on the shelf.
Luthen Pop. That's what.
That's the one I want. I want the Luthen Pop. But you know what? He's gonna wind up.
Marva's even weirder. Like with the old lady.
These are actually gonna all wind up on the shelf in Ross or friggin' Marshall.
Yeah.
All of them. All of these are gonna be in the
Five Below. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
You'll get them for $1 if you want.
Yeah, you're lucky you get it for $1.
Who's gonna buy Marva? I don't even think I pay $1 for old lady Marva.
They should make Marva for 10 pieces and that's it. Make it rare. So you need to go.
Those 10 people are going to have something that's rare that's not worth any money. Just because it's rare doesn't mean it's worth anything.
Go to the next one. That's funny. All right, so here we go. We have some Acolyte Funko Pops that are dropping. These are just the commons. There are going to be some exclusives that drop later on, but
Man,
you have
Yord Horde. Yord Horde's gonna
Here.
sell that one out. That's what I'm.
you have
guaranteed.
if you have Wave Seeker's favorite Yord, which he's going to probably buy a bunch of those. Jedi
Is
Master
there a
Sword.
shirtless chase of that?
Yeah,
one?
there needs to be a shirtless chase. I
And
agree.
look at the cartoon character
Yeah, who's that?
Brazil, whatever his name is.
Basil.
Basil. He's going to be
Basil.
on one of the planets probably when they go to the planet. Or
Really, one of the
A flash-
planets. He
well,
lives
one
on
of
a
the
planet,
flashbacks.
Dom. Are you
Or the
sure?
flashbacks that
He
Jay
lives
doesn't
on a
know.
planet. That's what you're telling me.
No, he's gonna be one of the planets that they go to. Who the hell knows? I don't know. It's a creature. Who the frig knows, man?
It's Basil Forte.
Yeah. That's gonna be friggin' Wave Seeker's favorite character, Basil, right there.
I
know he likes
him
that
more
shit.
than Yord. Me
Yeah.
and Jedi are in agreement on the anti-Yord.
Actually, I actually like the Yord
Wait.
pop. I think that pop has more style than the other pops. You know, I like the Grandmaster Sol, but I think Yord best. His pop looks more detailed.
Dude, it needs to be blue. Dwayne Scott's right. It'd be better if it was blue.
Better
Sure.
for blue.
And these are dropping soon. All right, so we have some Black Series figures that are coming out. So we have some Mandalorians. We have Shrek Hawk and the trainers. So you have some common Mandos that are dropping, which is pretty cool. They use the same mold as Boba Fett and friggin' goddamn Mando. So they keep milking these Mandos all out. And I'll buy them. I like the Mandos. So. And then there's a single pack of the same one that's actually different color scheme than the one that's coming out in the 2 pack.
Wow, that's a money grab right there.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, it looks like they just put a was a skirt.
It
or
makes no
whatever
sense. You have a
on the
2 pack
day.
and then a single. Drop it. Hasbro does it all the time. So Yak Face again reissues. So anybody who missed Hunter, Crosshairs, and Dr. Afro will be able to get them again. These were all high price Black Series figures. Dr. Afro was like
I
almost
would figured the
$100+.
Bad Batch would have been in.
I don't think the Bad Batch were high price though.
No,
The
no,
Andor-
And that Hunter is horrible.
no, Hunter
Horrible.
and Crosshair were expensive. Hunter
I
was
did
the
have a
one-
look at it. Look at Hunter.
No,
It
but
looked
what do you want?
horrible.
But what do you want? They were expensive.
I want to actually look like a character. Like who
No,
is that? I was like
It's a damn toy, man. What the hell do you want, man?
Sylvester Stallone. Like
All right, let me ask you a question. Would you buy
trying
a
to
hot
get this
toy?
one going.
A
I want
hot
to
toy
look like
looks
his
just like
clone or something. I don't know
You bought a
what's
hot
going
toy?
on there with the Rambo.
$265.
No, 'cause the hot toy is like super expensive.
There you go. So, and it looks like him. So, give or take. Do you play with
No,
this?
no. You can't do that. No.
You think a kid worries about what the damn thing looks like? It's a toy.
Just put the helmet on him. You won't even know.
Anyway, so Haslab finally released their next Haslab. It's going to be the Cantina. And looky what we got here. The Tonka sisters. Never released before. Finally, past all the frigging goddamn things, all the lawsuits, everything, we're finally getting them in vintage figures. I'm getting this.
I am glad you're excited about these.
No, listen, it
don't
is the
even
first
remember
time.
that.
What a waste of your time and money. Come
No,
on,
it's not
Tom.
wasting
I
it.
can't play Star Wars Hunters because I'm
Yeah,
like
like everybody's been
Listen,
waiting
no,
years and years for those
sisters.
Hey, wait a second. You're wasting my time and money, man. This is going to be great.
Who's the
No,
thing in the
it's
middle?
not. It's not great.
Cantina. Yes, it is.
Ruben,
Cantina.
Ruben speaks some
Is
sense.
that
Okay,
is that
one
Dr.
question.
Evzar?
One question before I make my statement. Are the sisters just a part of the cantina?
Yes, you got to buy them.
You can't buy them individually.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy that. And I buy every figure.
How much?
Ruben buys everything.
You want to get them out of the set?
I buy everything.
Chat
It's
wants to know
$400
how
bucks.
much. How much?
$400.
Oh, good
You're
God.
paying $399 too much.
Listen, $400. You get all the detail and you get the tiers. So you get all these figures. You get the sisters.
Lord
You
have
get the Bartender,
mercy.
you get the and the
Oh,
you get 4.
Is it
figures.
unpainted or is that just the way it looks?
That's the way it looks. It's the cantina. They got all. That's the way it looks. It's not painted.
It looks like it looks like it
Didn't
made
they
it
come
out
out
of
those
with a-
things.
it looks
Didn't they
bad.
come
It
out
doesn't
with
look
the cantina diorama already?
Yeah.
I could have
Yeah,
sworn
all
a couple years ago there was. I say a couple. It's probably 5-10 years ago that they had a cantina diorama.
Yeah, but listen, you know why? Okay, I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell me.
This is a true. This is really close to my heart. I had the original cantina back in the day growing up. 1977 is cardboard cutout, and I had that growing up. It was my favorite playset. This is a step above the rest. This
Marco,
is
we need your help here. We are
Yeah.
we are gone. This show is done.
You know, for $400, you could probably go back and buy that original playset in very
yeah, I know.
John,
But now
I'm
with the
spending
details that you're
$400
gonna
on
get
this
the
thing,
Tonka sisters.
Marco.
You're not going to get the sisters. That's the big thing. They never
So
had
tell
those
us about
before.
All
sisters.
because of the
Was
sisters.
this like a
These two
lawsuit?
sisters.
What's the lawsuit? I don't understand. You said
There was a
lawsuit.
lot. They just never could use them because.
Wait, what's going on?
Go back and look at the lawsuit with Lucas when it came to them. The likenesses, they couldn't use any likenesses of them. It's just they never wanted anything to do. And then plus there
Well,
was
Lucas should have
They
paid
were
him
in
their
the movie,
money.
but they didn't want anything to do with
So
it.
yeah,
now
the money.
Okay.
They didn't pay him the money, and that's another thing. So they wanted no likenesses. Now they finally must have got paid out. You're finally getting the sisters.
Wait,
Oh, they
hold on.
died.
Wait, hold on. You're gonna go against two. You're gonna go against two women who probably should have been paid out. Where Lucas held hostage Kenner for years after they helped him out in a situation because he wanted a bigger, higher percentage. Is that what you're saying, Don?
No, I'm just saying the fact is, whatever it was, the lawsuit's over. He must have paid them. They got
So
well,
you
Disney
hate
paid
the
them.
you hate the
Lucas
working
and
class
Lil-
Or
person,
the
Don?
statute of limitations
So
expired.
now I'm spending
Or they
$400.
died or something.
These sisters are finally in this stupid set. $400.
Buy
Dom's
the stupid
excited about
sisters.
this thing because of these sisters.
Wait, what's to stop you from like having the original one and just having like somebody custom make the two sisters?
I want the real
That's
thing.
what I was about to ask. Why don't you just 3D print the stuff?
No, I want the sisters. I don't want them reprint. I don't want any both.
It's Haslab's
bootleg.
job to 3D print the stuff. Come on, Marco. Did you see the detail of that awesome cantina?
Good
There? It
night.
looks
You're
like
the
it was
Dom
3D
whisperer.
printed.
Can you please speak some sense into him?
When Dom gets this spun up, I don't think there's any stopping him. But I don't understand it either. I also don't understand why someone who will pay, I don't know how much money for a 3D printing of Boba Fett where the legs fall off, will not pay money for the Tonka sisters. I don't understand anything.
I'm gonna get him. No,
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Give him a bell. Give him the bell.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you another question here, real quickly. Is this one of their funding things that you have to fund?
Yes, the
it's the
Haslab.
Haslab.
Oh well, go ahead, spend the $400. This shit ain't passing anyway, so you'll be getting your money back.
Yeah.
soon enough.
Wait, it is. But anyway, so here. Go to
It
the
is
next,
what?
Go to the next slide.
He said
It
it's
is
gonna
what?
get
Here.
funded.
So
It's gonna get funded. That's
so
what
these
he
are the
said.
figures you get. These are the figures you get. The bottom one, you're gonna be able to get the Greedo, which the original person who played Greedo passed away. She just passed away. She was a woman. Greedo was a woman back in the day.
Yeah.
So there, it's out there.
One of two people, actually, but yeah.
One or two people who played. But
These are great backing prizes. That's what I want.
These are
all-
shit.
Horrible.
all-
Dom. This is not helping.
What? You get 6 figures plus the cantina.
How many?
For
They got 30. Hey,
$400.
they got 30 days left, and they need more. They have less than half the backers, bro.
They'll
It
get it.
ain't happening.
They'll get it.
That's not good news.
They'll get it.
Oh well, hold on. He's playing with you too. He didn't tell you the two different prices, right?
No.
So there's just the Star Wars Vintage Collection Mos Eisley Cantina base, but if you want the deluxe version with everything, it's not $400. It's $500.
So you get the sisters for $400, or do you have to pay $500 for the sisters?
I
The
will have
sisters
to
come
check.
with the cantina. You got it.
Hold on now. No. Well, then what's the difference between deluxe? We're half ordering stuff here. What's going on? I don't know if that's true, Dom. Limit 5 per customer. Nobody's buying any of these. Star Wars Vintage Collection exclusive for 3-inch fig. Who are his sisters' names?
Tonka sisters.
They might. Yeah, that's what it does. The deluxe pack will include all the above plus an expansion of an extra wall, booth, and furniture. I don't understand.
Dom,
So,
you're
yeah,
not
you
gonna
get-
open this, even
You
if
get it
you
with
get
all.
it.
Huh?
Dom's not going to open this, even if he gets it. So
Hell no. Why the hell would you open that at all?
So look,
all those
why are we
little
getting
little
prices?
pieces, there's no
We
way
get-
you open that.
You know what? Listen, at the end of the day, I like to keep stuff in box. It's just to have, but we'll see. And now this doesn't mean why are we getting yet again the original figures again? They're redoing them again.
This is for your cantina scene.
Yeah.
No,
so they can't-
I have them. I don't need to do this again. I have.
These are for those. They have to be the right size for the chairs.
They're
so
all
they
the
can
right
sit down.
size.
You get the
Yeah.
deluxe, you got more space, you got more figures.
Listen,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have them
yeah.
on your wall somewhere. These figures. You
I
know
know.
that.
They're over here.
Yeah.
All right. We
That
done?
That sucks. That thing. Let's keep an update on that. Let's keep a weekly update on the numbers. It's 3,000. 800 and
It's
change
not
back.
passing. It's not passing.
Will this be the third thing that didn't? Did they? No, they passed the ghost, right?
The
Goes
ghost
past
passed.
like immediately.
Yeah,
Goes past.
yeah,
Okay,
the
ghost
the
passed.
heartbeat. That's coming
Rancor
out
didn't
soon.
pass.
Rancor didn't.
The Rancor didn't. That's it.
Okay.
What was it? Rancor.
This one's not passing.
Yeah, this is a no-go, buddy. So go ahead. So I have no problem with that. It's saving him $400 because then he can't spend it someplace else. All right. Are we doing the Acolyte figure thing? Sorry. Wayseeker, I'm getting you back to back here.
Acolyte characters.
Well, then we can talk a little bit of crafting real quick.
Yeah, we're gonna just go over the characters. I want to keep what I want to do is we're going all the characters. We can get a little bit of theory with a few of the characters at the back end. Overall impressions. We're gonna do it real quick on what your overall impressions of these characters are.
Mhm.
We got some bigger characters, some smaller characters, but right
Apparently,
off the bat,
we already went. Oh, of course you put this up.
There you go.
Look at Wayseeker.
Yord.
Wayseeker loving it. Loving
Yord.
it.
Bastard, you sneaky bastard.
You sneaky bastard.
Look at that smile. Take a picture of that. Let that
Right
be a new
there.
snapshot.
I got the best spot. I got it right there. It took me like 10 minutes to cut the perfect shot. So
Oh my god.
I actually said that to you, man.
you just said it just perfectly.
I said
It
perfect.
had
Wait,
good
this
stuff
is
on the
you.
background. I had to go in and I had to make it just perfect. With the steamer on there, just because everybody got to steam their cloaks. Yord. My thoughts on Yord. What are your
I don't-
thoughts on Yord?
I think he's just a side character that I think people are making too much out of a character.
You know,
like, go ahead.
He's by the book. A Jedi that's by the book. He don't like his clothes messed up. He likes to be he's by the book. He takes out his lightsaber every friggin' time something happens. Like he's always going for his weapon. Remember, Jedis are not supposed to go for their weapon.
So he's not by the book. How is he
Listen,
by the book? And then you
he's a bad cop.
No. So I deal with people like this. There's always a Yord. And how I know it is, what's the Sol, when Master Sol walks by and looks at him and just nods his head and pats him on the shoulder and is like, fucking Yord. All right, let's go, buddy.
Yeah.
Like real life, I know, well, not taking their shirts off, but tons of Yords. Like people don't think they're a Yord, but they're a Yord.
Who's the
There
Yord
are
of the show?
who's the Yord of this show?
Yeah.
Yord.
What?
Right next to me.
The guy is the thing? I don't
My name
understand.
Yord.
No, you're talking about us? Of us.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't think I want to reveal who the Yord is, but there's
So-
definitely a Yord.
Is it Jedi because he's a military man? Military men always have
No,
to
it's
receive.
not. Jedi's not the Yord.
Marco is probably the closest to the Yord in this group.
I
That
don't
is
think
not
Jedi
true at
steaming his
all.
cloak very
Totally
often.
true.
I don't know.
Yeah,
With
not
Marco.
true. Not true.
No, well, I
A
think
young
actually
Marco looked like Yord, but
Wave
not
Seeker. I think
the
Wave
Yord.
Seeker's closer to York. The way he giggles and smiles about this guy. He's
All
more-
right.
So
more-
I
Go
think
ahead.
he's very much like you said, he's kind of the Jedi you see in everything.
Yeah.
I think from the perspective of the show, though, it's really early to tell so far. Part of me says that he's simply like you said, kind of the guy at work that nobody likes that much. So they kind of just like, pat on the shoulder.
That's not what I
continue on
said.
it.
That's not what I said at all.
Well, that's
No,
kind of how it comes off to me. Is like Soul kind of like regards him as not like I don't know, like that great of a Jedi or an equal to him.
I
or
haven't.
something.
Okay, now when you're done with that, come back to me about that because that's
Okay,
Yeah.
well, fine. Then not like what you said, but like what I'm saying. Anyways, I think for the conspiracy theorist in me says that when you have a guy that's very much, or at least trying to seem straight-laced or by the book, that he may not be straight-laced or by the book, so there may be something to him later on. But who knows? He could just also be cannon fodder to die in the 5th episode. for all
Are
I
you
know.
saying he's the Sith Lord?
okay. No, what I'm saying
Possibly.
about the Yord, the Yord in everybody's life is the guy that like he says something and it's like, okay, let's say everybody's saying something sarcastic and he says something that's not sarcastic and you're like, we were all sarcastic, buddy. Like it's okay. Or like he tells a joke, it's not funny, and everybody's like, it's okay, it's not appropriate or funny, but that's the Yord, and we definitely have Yords on this show. But I have no problem with them.
I think he's the like I said before, he's the try hard, try to be serious, try to show off in front of the boss type try hard, who always ends up being the butt of the joke type of scenario. Even the Padawan doesn't take him serious, it doesn't seem like. So Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's
I
one
don't know
of
if
these
he's
in
the
every
butt of the
story.
joke, though. I think he's the guy that he
He
just
kinda will
is. I don't think he's the butt of the joke. I think he's just the guy that is. Like he is a tryhard, but that's what he is. Like he's always going to be that way, and he's not malicious.
And the color of
He
his saber is yellow. So what does that say? That he's if you
Guardian.
pay attention to that,
He
he's like a
actually was a
guardian.
temple guard. He was a temple guard, an ex-temple guard.
He can't be
So
an
that's
ex-temple guard.
That's what
Was
he
he
is.
an ex-temple guard?
Protector, guardian, something like that.
Yeah,
I
protector or
think.
guardian. Yeah,
Yeah, protector
yeah.
guard.
I'm with John. I don't see why people dislike him so much. He's not.
I don't hate him. I just think he's just annoying.
I don't even
You know,
find him
people can't
annoying.
wait for that
I think I would do the
episode.
same thing that Sol did. I think I'd just pat him. Go, okay.
Like-
You're just Yord being Yord. They gave him a great name for the way the character acts.
They did.
Yord.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave him a great name. Ruben, what insight do you want to put in there? That's what we got.
I took him either one of two ways. I haven't made my decision because I want to see more about him. Either
Yord.
one, they're not taking him seriously, and he's trying to be serious, like he's trying to say, I am a serious person, take me seriously. Or two, he screwed up somewhere in the past, and now all his ducks in a row, and everything he does is he's trying to be perfect because he didn't want to get either kicked out or in trouble. That's how I took him, and I'm like, I don't know which one it is yet because I need to see more, but that's how I look.
There's 6 more episodes. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody got
I think
it?
rather than be evil, he could also be somebody that makes a mistake.
Yeah.
In the future too,
Yeah.
where he's
I think that
kinda
might
like
happen. I
Jedi said,
think he's
Ruben
gonna
said he's
screw
this
something
try hard guy, and maybe he tries a little too hard, and
He ends up
pulls an
costing
Elzar man and
something.
cuts somebody in half, or I don't know, whatever.
Or he gets cut in half because of it.
That too.
That's where I see it more. All right. Next up.
Soul.
Ooh.
What do we think of Soul?
Go ahead, Jedi.
Me?
Yeah. Go ahead. What do you think of him? You're about the same age. You're both old.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, there you go. Well, with age comes wisdom, and I don't know. I don't have anything positive or negative to say about this character. He kind of reminds me of kind of Qui-Gon in a way. I mean, he kind of I can't really put my finger on why, because I don't know if he's as dedicated to the text of as Qui-Gon was, but he's definitely willing to bend the rules, I think, to do the right thing, like he's shown a couple times already. So yeah.
All right, Ruben, what do you got?
He was interesting to me. The first time I saw him, I was just like, okay, he's just a teacher. But as I viewed it second, third time, I was like, okay, we had one guy who kills himself for whatever they did the night the 2 sisters, well, one of them died. He seems to be okay with it. He seems to be like he's over it. He moved past it. So I was kind of like, I don't think he's internally. I think there's something wrong with him internally, and he's kind of keeping himself quiet and kind of being like, okay, I'll do this instead of going out there.
Okay, here's maybe another effect of it too. They said that all 4 of them were in the temple on the planet. They didn't say all 4 of them participated in whatever happened on the planet.
Well, the death list of the 4 people that were involved.
No, the death list was the 4 people that were in the temple on the planet.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
I don't think he knew. I don't think he has a clue.
And by the way, and even if that is the case, he also is the one that took at least one of the sisters under his wing. And
no, but he literally said, "I watched her die." He was there.
Yeah, he thought she died. He thought
she died.
He was involved in what happened to the village. So
no, I think, but Ruben is right. If I remember right, and I only watched it once, but I think he did say, "I watched her die."
He did. No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
When we get to another character knew she wasn't dead. There's a difference between one of the characters who knew she wasn't dead.
That's what I'm saying. He thought he watched them die.
Right.
So his intent, I'm telling you, it's a difference of intent.
Right.
He thought he was saving people that he could, where somebody knew what happened to her. That's where I think you're missing this. All right, JJ, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to say about him that they didn't say, but as far as like he's kind of the character that I think is going to drive the story forward, obviously, but at the same time, he's also the I can I can't think of the right word for it. Not teacher is not the word I'm looking for, but kind of this I don't know, character that is almost in a little way maybe broken by what he's seen. He seems, obviously when you see that flashback of him instructing the kids, he seems like he's more maybe enthusiastic, and now he's kind of, I guess warped maybe a little bit.
Well, he's also the only one that believed her. Like there was a point that they made that everybody else didn't believe that Mae was alive when what's her name? Oh, said it, and he did right off the bat. Osha, he's like, no, I believe you. I 100% believe you. Don't worry about it. Don't put it on stake.
Yeah, he seems to trust.
So I know you guys were saying maybe because of him doing that type of stuff, having feeling for his Padawans and everything else, that maybe he had the Qui-Gon feeling to it. I didn't quite get the Qui-Gon feeling. Maybe that's why you guys were saying that. But I think like maybe something. It does seem like something has happened and affected him to the point where he's like, it isn't so black and white. It isn't just the text. There is a little bit of gray in the whole Force thing. So, Dom, go ahead.
Yeah, well, piggybacking off what Jedi said about the Qui-Gon again, more like the compassion that he had, in the some of the scenes in there. But I know he's holding a dirty secret, because he has attachments. No Jedi is supposed to have an attachment, but he has an attachment to Osha, and that. There's something with that whole night of the Jedis did to that village, and that he was involved with it. That's why he's probably going to die a nasty death down the road.
They can't all die a nasty death, Tom.
Marco, why do we have to?
Everybody dies.
Everybody dies.
Everyone dies.
I want to see him die a nasty death because whatever he did to the village,
He did, but once again, you're stuck on this village thing. I think there's clear dialogue that he believes, and maybe that's why he has these feelings. Just follow me here. Wouldn't be so far off that maybe he does have a little attachment because he feels her. Typically, you who said this is all about Jedi stealing babies from someplace and whatever, and then turned out not to be that. But maybe he saw a family die, so he took her in and said, like, not only did she lose her whole family, like. I'm going to be her and he was her parental father for a while. And now she is, because we do know that Star Wars does a lot of biblical ties also, the prodigal son coming home, or prodigal daughter in this case coming home. So
okay. I'm just saying, I know what you're saying, but
I'm just
when I get down and gritty of what I got to say later on, it's all going to make sense. Not what I'm just saying.
You said a lot of stuff that hasn't come true. It doesn't make sense.
I'm just saying,
Go ahead,
Wayseeker.
Go ahead, Wayseeker. Stop it before he goes crazy.
So I think the one Qui-Gon connection here is they both took a Padawan at was much older, right? Qui-Gon takes Anakin when Anakin's older. He takes Osha when Osha's 8, and so I think that part of the connection is there, and they're both very much the father figure. They saw somebody in distress and they wanted to save them. And so I think that's the connection between the two that I see, at least.
Yeah, like a father figure too.
And I don't think he did anything wrong though, Dom. I don't think he has a dark secret. I think
here, Spartacus, here's the thing. He said he watched her die. Then later, when Osha said she's alive, he said, I thought I saw her, because you would say the same. Wouldn't you say the same thing?
Yeah.
You say the same thing. If somebody's like,
he
no,
just seen the building burning and saying, I saw her. I thought I saw her die in a burning building.
I don't think he has a secret. I think he's going to be the one who.
I think he's the one that's going to break. I think he's going to break because of what maybe else
might break because of what all the other Jedi did, and he didn't realize it. So I think he has such a strong faith in the Jedi.
Did he also question
people? He could lose his faith in
Here's
the
the other thing. Wasn't he the one that questioned the poison drinking thing too? Like he questioned why somebody would drink poison. Yeah. Wasn't that him that questioned it? Didn't it come out of him?
No.
Like why did somebody who take the brass drink the poison?
He's sitting there contemplating a lot.
I don't know if he was on
his face.
Maybe was.
I'm telling you.
I might have to rewind it because if he said that, but that that would be a clear thing of like why, like you're putting in this theory that he knows so much about that he's a psychopath.
Even though
I don't think a psychopath has such a feeling for a child.
I think the taking her in and everything else, he feels even if he doesn't know exactly what happened, or maybe not know exactly what happened at that moment, I think he feels a high level of guilt for what happened. And that's part of taking her in and everything else. So, he has that same level of guilt, as at least in his own feelings, as what happened. I think he already has some doubt about the Jedi just from past experiences. I don't think it's anything like, will he develop this doubt? I think it's already
smart, because
there.
I have an interesting theory that's similar to what you put there, but we'll talk about that later. All right. Sorry, JJ, go ahead.
Does it?
All right, let's go to the next character.
Mae.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the yin and the yang. When I talk about the theory later on, maybe a little bit, I think it'll be kind of fun. But I put in a certain movie that this character and the sister reminded me of earlier in a private chat with I think Wayseeker and JJ, and I still think that there is a strong possibility that they're going to do something to that effect.
I am not sure that this character actually cares about being a Sith.
Me either.
So I think it'll be interesting to see where her story goes. I think once she gets her revenge, she doesn't care anymore about that part of the dark side. So I'll be fascinated to see, how they move and take that direction for this character.
Go ahead, Dom. Oh, wait, hold on. I actually think in the show, though, it's a great character. It's great. I think it's a great character, and I think it's really good. They did a great job introducing her. I think everything she's done, they've explained it well. I think they did a great job. The actress does a great job, but this character is written very well. Very, very well. Very good.
So,
go ahead, Dom.
All right. Don't let your eyes deceive you.
What do you think of the character?
Wait, I'm just saying. I'm about to tell you about the character.
No, what do you think of the character? Do you think it was a good character?
Well, I think the character is a great character. I like the whole assassin type thing that she's going after revenge for what happens. But
this is why we can't do this shit.
What? I'm just set. I really want to talk, and I just can't talk because it's like you're not giving me the right time to talk. Because I want to say something about.
Go talk, Dom. Let's hear.
No, well, hey, it's a seg where we go through each character, Dom, and you're trying to repeat something that you saw on the Instagram. I get to it. But go ahead, JJ. Go ahead. Just go ahead.
I don't know. It's to me that you should have put this and OSHA side by side because they're.
I wanted to split them up. I wanted to split them up later. So yeah, they're tied so closely
together. But so far, Mae seems like the more interesting character. But I don't know that that's the way they'll end it up. I feel like they're going to do some weird twinsy thing going on. But so far, and to me, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I find the assassin character of her to be interesting as far as the ability and stuff like that. But and the whole mystery is revolving around her. We don't know enough yet to say whether or not she's a good or a bad character. But it's kind of just this character that's there, and everything I expect from this character has happened so far. So I expect there to be a twist later on, maybe.
I think they did a good job with it.
Yeah.
Should I go back to Dom for what? He's not going to say anything about the characters. He won't say anything about the characters. We know what Dom's going to do. Dom is going to repeat a fucking spoiler, and he's going to be banned from the channel.
No, this is the thing.
Go ahead, Ruben. Go ahead. Ruben's up.
I watched the freaking thing twice, and I picked things out better than I did the first time around.
You picked things out, but when I asked you basic questions about dialogue in here, you couldn't pick any of the dialogue out. So, Ruben, go ahead.
Well, I think she was very well written. I think she's I think she's acting well. When they came out and they said that I think there was one actress that said that the show reminded her of Kill Bill and Frozen. I think we found the Kill Bill part. I mean, I like the whole hunting down and revenge type. I want to see more.
Wait, I've never seen Frozen.
You've never seen Frozen before?
I'm going to be lost. I'm going to be lost. I'm not
You're
going
to
to
be okay.
You have time.
Two sisters. Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Jedi. What do you think of Mae?
I think she's more interesting because she's obviously more interesting right now, at least because she's the darker character, and the darker characters are always more interesting, I guess. I kind of wish they had introduced or had confirmed that they were sisters later, but I guess the way the murders were happening, that you kind of couldn't. I mean, because
really, I like that. I like that they went.
Well, I mean, I guess you kind of couldn't because the way the murders were happening, it's like, okay, she couldn't have done it. It had to be something else. So someone else. So yeah, it's okay. I mean, she's interesting. It'll be interesting to see how the dynamic plays out. Whether one goes good, one goes evil. Maybe one as they both learn more about this secret. Will their identities kind of swap? Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
I got no clue. All I remember is they just keep singing all this time. Can I build a snowman?
I agree with John. It's too early for this. Like, it's probably a bunch of words.
Fair enough.
Torben.
Oh God.
But how can you even put him in the thing?
Yeah. Why? My question is why?
It's very easy. I like it because if you didn't have him in there, you wouldn't have the conversations that we're having now. You wouldn't have the spoilers that are going to be coming up. You wouldn't have any of it because all we'd have right now is is two sisters and one killing Jedi for no reason. Torben is the MacGuffin, as JJ like Darth Negativity likes to say. He is the reason why we know now that there might be two sides to every story, and this story might have one side where motherfucking Jedis were killing motherfuckers or not killing them and hiding them for another reason, and other Jedis were
I think of his
kidnapping Jedis, but actually trying to take care of them.
What's that? It's all
There's one thing I don't get about this character, though.
I think it's pretty interesting.
Go ahead, Jedi. Hold on, let Jedi go. He's got one thing that he does.
I mean, the only question I don't understand about this character, who, by the way, was very cool in the way that he could just sit there and defend everything. I thought that was extremely kind of cool. I don't understand why guilt-ridden, suicidal Jedi would just sit there and wait for someone to give him poison if he wanted to die. Obviously, he could kill himself at any moment if the guilt was too much. I don't understand why he just had to sit there and wait for this opportunity. But okay, other than that,
I actually like how that turned out, where he was like just not going to give her the easy kill. He wanted the actual emotion of saying, like, you did this to me. Break it down, because that's why he took the vow, right?
Yes, we assume so. We assume whatever happened is why he took the vow, or let him take the vow.
Right. I don't know. It seemed like a pretty easy kill,
but there was a timeline. That's
the Kill Bill fight.
The events. He said it took the vow 10 years ago, and we know the events happened like 16 years ago. So he tried his best not to take the vow, but obviously it haunted him.
It just makes me laugh. His beard. He still looks young. Like they couldn't get.
His face looks so stupid. He looks so stupid.
That's the whole thing.
I was glad he died. I was like, this guy looks so stupid.
We're gonna get a lot of flashbacks with this character.
Yes.
Sorry, JJ.
Boy, JJ's favorite.
JJ. Next episode's flashback.
That's why I'm worried.
Obviously, didn't have back to tanks back then.
We have some major characters, some minor characters all throughout there. What do you think of Burn so far?
We didn't
whatever.
Oh God.
What?
No.
You want to say something about Torben?
I'm just saying, I like how he took the oath, and you finally see a Jedi meditating like that from Darth Vader, the Darth Vader book, the way he meditated and he had his legs crossed. This is kind of cool.
Like Ray did it?
What? Yeah, but you mean like all the time?
Ray did it.
Yeah. No.
Ray did it.
First
Ray.
We can't talk that name on here, Ruben.
Ray, that don't count.
There's certain things you can't talk about.
Hey, Dom goes, I didn't read anything about anything else. I just watched it. And on his phone, that's somebody else's fucking IG he just pulled up, bro.
That's my IG. That's my IG. I'm just saying the comic. Listen.
Did you open your own comic book and take that picture?
Yeah. I have the comic.
I know. Did you open it? Did you open that comic and take it yourself?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
But I'm just saying also this is also from
what year's that
the High Republic with Marco's favorite character. What's the name? The chick that was with Steven Seagal. What's the name? Friggin' Brash. Yeah. That the Brash. Oh, that's where it came from. So I like this. I like to see live action.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he does like that shit. I'll give him that. He does like that shit.
I mean,
what do you think of Burn?
He does.
But he did. Hey, hold on. In his defense, he did admit that he watched all 90 Easter eggs from that one show where the guy
94.
94.
Okay.
No, but that was
that's a lot.
That actually was
fucking
later on when I seen him do the meditation. That's actually pretty cool. Well, look, Ray did it with rocks, but that doesn't count.
Anyways, Vestra.
This character I enjoyed much better than I
She
thought.
was
It
a
would.
BS.
Oh my
Let's
god,
put it
I
that way.
hated
They
this.
did Vestra better than I thought they did in the all the previews. We talked about that too. I like how much she's changed over time, and you can tell that she's become very hardened, and she's not the same teenager spirit here, and she wants to play by the rules. I like how
years later.
she changed over 100 years, and they should be very different. I don't know. I like this character. I can't wait to see her in
I
action.
still think they should have given her more hair or some shit.
She should have had a purple hair, man. They should have kept it. I don't know why she shaved it off.
Because he's already spent $180 million. They ain't got purple hair money, bro.
Hey, that's what they did with Ezra.
I like this character better. I think they did this
Purple hair
character better than I thought they were going to do this character.
They ain't got no purple hair money. All right.
Can I go next because it's
Go
going
ahead.
to play right.
Go.
Everything that Wayseeker just said he loved about this character, I hate. The end.
Oh my
That's
God.
all I'm going to say about it. I can't.
Wow.
Everything I can't. I hate this character, which it pains me to say because as Wayseeker
Yeah.
knows, she's one of my favorite characters from Phase 1,
Valid point. Valid point.
and I cannot stand this. What they've done to her. It almost makes it's to the point to where it could actually teeter over to where I hate the whole series because of this character.
Whoa.
Damn.
I can't
Wow.
stand what they've done to her. I don't even like looking
Sorry.
at her. I'm just gonna close my eyes. I'm just gonna
Anybody else have strong feelings? I mean, the rest of us, I don't think have strong feelings on this.
I don't know if I have that strong a feeling, but I'll say this. To me, this is a little bit like, and I guess I'd lean more towards Jedi side of the argument than Wayseeker side of the argument. This. So one of the epic Marco rants I remember from all time was when Obi-Wan was on, and Marco was having this like 18-minute long rant about touching legacy characters and like change Obi-Wan. To me, this is along those same lines. Granted, she's not a legacy character, but we have literally years of material that we've spent reading and everything on this character, and now she's a completely different character down to the lack of hair than she was before, more or less. And I get Jedi's argument of like there's so much change there and almost for the worse that it makes it almost unwatchable for this character. I don't know, unwatchable is strong for me, but I didn't much care for her character so far. Now that much, I did find a couple things interesting, like the fact that Sol calls her Vestra and she kind of lets it get away with it. And she, we saw that part where, of course, that was man because murdered somebody, but she's very stern with like, you can't call me that. Only Geos can call me that or whatever. So maybe there's a little bit more depth there than we think, but yeah, that's kind of my take on it.
Yeah, I just don't care that much. It is what it is. But you're right in Obi-Wan, and my fruition came true there because then they just started shitting all over canon. So, I mean,
But they
At this
can't do
point.
that here. Like,
yeah,
it's 100 years
Why?
later. I mean, it's 100
Why
years
can't they do
later.
that here? Well, Obi-Wan was 10 years later.
But they already had comic books that were literally in that time
in
period
the time period.
that they completely disregarded.
Mhm.
They have all kinds of things in this time period that they can completely disregard. They can completely disregard whatever they want.
But
What do you got there, Ruben? Ruben, you got anything on this?
The
Before
only
they
thing
keep
the only
arguing
thing I
this.
didn't like about her, she was kind of stiff. I don't know, maybe the makeup was on too thick or something, but she was just very, like, she couldn't move around, and it looked like she was uncomfortable. But that, I mean, other than that,
Like Michael Keaton in Batman 1.
yeah, kind of. Like I was just like, what's going on there?
She just didn't have much going on for her, so I just didn't
Yeah.
care that much
I-
about her. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
all right, next up.
this is she's more of a side character that I think we probably put too much on going in because it's a character we knew.
Did Dom already
Yeah,
say anything?
I
on
think
this?
she's gonna stay a side character.
he doesn't say anything yet.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be a side character too.
Tom, go.
Tom didn't go yet.
Tom, what do you want for Vern?
Oh, I thought you said you didn't have anything.
No, the whole thing I can probably say is that what you see in the comic books is one thing. Live action is totally different. When it comes to live action, there's a lot more you could play around with. In the comic book, yeah, she was young. In the comics, she was a young 17-year-old Jedi Master, like Ahsoka. Ahsoka's a perfect example from the cartoon. At least it was a cartoon that had Ahsoka. Totally different from live action. Live action from comic or anime, live action is usually a lot different from what you see.
Well, yeah, but you're talking looks. I'm talking more like personality.
I know personally. He's 50 years old now. 100.
Yoda's 1,000 years old, but his personality didn't change.
I know.
But
Look at Return. Look at The Empire Strikes Back.
I don't know
how
whether
he
to say
acted when he
this or
seen The
not.
Empire Strikes Back.
Nope, don't say it, Jedi. Why are we going for so long on this? I kind of went Dom on this. Let's move along to the next one. All right.
All right. Some of these are small characters. We don't know. I just want to put them in there so we know who the characters are going forward.
She looks
Jackie-
weird as shit, dude. She's just
Jackie-
awkward.
I'll be interested to see this character. I did not attach to this character so far. Has not been anything positive or negative, other than she made that Yord comment where Yord's just being Yord. That was the only thing I liked about this character. So
Yeah, she's an awkward kid.
yeah. Anything else anybody want to add?
I don't have anything bad about the character. I like that she's kind of this snarky little, like almost teenage personality, snarky little mouth kind of thing. I don't like the species or whatever they've created her. I don't know if you've ever seen the species like this before. I think they need to go back.
half human.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Thank you, Jedi. Thank you for saying it first. I think it's stupid. It just annoyed me. Go ahead,
Is
Jedi.
she really half or is that just
Yeah, she
No,
really
it's,
half.
yeah, it's a
That's what
real
they're
thing.
saying.
She's half. Yeah.
okay?
Yep. And she's the first one you've seen. So
All right, Dom's got some theories on this character, Kimmer. This dude's annoying, but I like him.
Wait, did nobody else have anything to say about that last character?
No,
I don't know. We just skip right past her because Wayseeker
Yeah,
is one of the
I
more
didn't say
important
that.
characters down the line. Probably is going to be like a character that nobody cares about. But
But we can bring back later. We don't say.
I liked her.
wouldn't
I
say
thought she
anything.
was a good character so far. I
We
think
wouldn't
she'll
say
get better too as time goes. So I'll say that much.
There.
Tom, give me what you thought about Kimmer. Or
He's-
Kimmer, how you pronounce this person's name?
What? Come here.
Hey, he's trying to set you up, Dom. Just
Hey,
know
look,
he
no,
didn't.
no,
He
look,
didn't
no,
troll you and
listen.
do, so he's trying to get you.
You know what? He's trying to set me up. The way I see this character is more than people are taking it for. He knows a lot. He's seen a lot. He knows the whole deal, and he plays. Boy, he's a snake in the grass. This dude.
Who, me or him?
No, you are. You definitely are. Right? You definitely are. But no, there's a lot more to him than meets the eye.
Yeah,
He knows
there's
a
still
lot
6
about-
more episodes. There's a lot more to all
No.
these characters.
No, hey,
I actually agree with
Alright.
Tom. I think this character he's like the little finger of Star Wars right now. I think he's going to be much more involved going forward to where he may even be a bigger villain than we think. But we'll see.
Not a bad theory. Is that what Dom was
No.
saying? I just thought he
that
said the
was
same
kind
thing he
of-
said about the last
I
character.
don't know,
There's
but-
more about this character than meets the eyes. That's what he said about the
No, I'm
last
just
2
saying,
characters.
just the way he's acting,
it's okay.
a former smuggler, former, come on, you got things going on. He knows about when he told May about, he knows the oath, the Sith.
But yeah,
oath.
I mean, we know that your
He
theory is
knows.
that he is the Sith person in the thing, because you already said that before too.
Yeah.
All right, what's
Yeah,
up? Who's
so-
next?
So Dom thinks that this guy is the Sith.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm still working on that, but
Okay, last week this guy was the Sith, so this
Yeah.
week
I'm
it's
just
somebody
saying,
else.
I want.
No, right?
I think it would be a little
I'm
too
not
on
wrong.
the nose,
That's a shit.
though,
It's okay.
to make him
Huh?
the Sith.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. But it seems a little on the nose right now. Seeing how he's like poisoning Jedi and stuff.
Knows how to do things. He has a lot going on now. But you don't know. Throw
Yeah.
people off.
That would be a good plot twist, I think. Like he knows what she's doing. He's helping her just to make sure she fulfills everything that he's telling her to do.
So the whole time he's saying he wouldn't like the way you killed him, he was really like, I know how you killed him already because I'm right
Exactly.
here. Poison to kill him with. I'm
Exactly.
helping you do the thing that you say that I won't like you to do. Type of twist.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he could be the guy that's also helping. They could both be serving the same Sith or whatever.
He's he's the evil Yord of the dark side. He's like kissing.
Well, Sith at this time, they're supposed to be, really underground, really hidden, only by twos. Well, you're going to announce yourself to some random guy and be like, hey, by the way, I'm a Sith Lord, but, take care of my acolyte over here. I don't see that.
Yeah.
I don't.
I like what he's doing. That you get that I
Yeah.
mean, I think they're telegraphing a lot of stuff to us, right? Like they've telegraphed a lot with this character. They've telegraphed a lot with the other characters, telling us that these are, they're not just introducing most of the characters that they killed off already. Like the promo they gave us, somebody will probably get to later. The female Jedi person that Dom was so mad because he called her a female. She's the lead of the whole thing, and they only have female leads here. They killed her within the first couple minutes. This guy, for sure, they're giving us a little double take. Is it a little bit of, I mean, could he, I mean, I said it last week. There's an aftermath situation here that I can explain later, which I think this character truly participates in. So, will we do that? Yeah. Okay. Maybe we'll talk to, I mean, JJ knows what I'm talking about because of how the book played out, but, so we'll see.
All right. Next up.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Stop.
Andor.
Oh shit! I just mentioned her, and there we go. She played her part, I guess. Quick in, quick out.
Again, I don't know why.
Thought they did a good job. It was surprising. It was surprising they killed off a Jedi Master that quickly. It's set the tone for the movie.
She's going to be in the show going forward.
Going in, we had to kill somebody.
She's going to be in the flashbacks going forward. We know that. Like she'll be featured in the story. So that's why I put it in here because clearly the story is going to revolve about what she did or what they think she did.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. When I think when you ask me like what I think of a character and they die so fast, I'm like, well, I guess it doesn't matter. Like that is my answer. But,
yeah. What? Anybody? Dom? Anything? Did you like the character dying off that quickly?
It sucks that they promoted her when they first came out promoting her that she's going to be in this and that, and she's killed off like that. But a cool concept about this is that she was in the Matrix, and what color was her lightsaber? Green.
94 Easter eggs.
Why is that important?
A lot of
lightsabers.
94 Easter.
Why is that important?
94 Easter eggs.
I just didn't like the fact that she got killed off with a freaking goddamn blade.
No one's answering my question. Why is that important?
It's not
It's not. You watched the show that had 94 Easter eggs.
I don't even think that was on
That's
the night
probably
before.
one of them.
No, I don't even think it was on the night before. I think Dom made that one up. He was so proud of himself. Like, I got my own Easter egg.
Hey, Dom, if you made that up, call that dude and tell him. So if you tell him you missed one, 95, baby, 95.
She was good. I like, she played, it's kind of funny when she first got introduced to, she sat there and watched Mae beat the shit out of the people that she's hanging out with before she even did anything. And, she took the way she, the way she fought. That was pretty cool. I like the way she took about things. And
I agree with Dom on that.
You guys have watched this a couple times. You get the impression she thought it was Oa, right? Yeah.
Osha.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can go ahead?
No, I was just going to say. So I agree with two things. Two people said I agree with Wayseeker. I think we're going to see more of her via sorry JJ flashbacks.
Yeah,
and I agree with Dom, and not only in this scene, but the scene where I forget his name already. The Jedi Master was fighting Mae.
Sol.
I like the way they're fighting with the whole avoiding, like Mr. Miyagi, just avoid the the punch type
Mr.
of
Miyagi.
thing. I dig that. I think that's cool. I'm going to give him credit on that.
Cool. I mean, I like what they did.
I like what they did with her too. I think it's kind of weird that it was last week or the week before. I put in the comments when I was just watching you guys. I think. I said we don't see her very much in the trailers. I think they're going to kill her off early, and when they did, I was like, "Okay."
Well, I thought we did see her a lot in the trailers. Like she was all over the trailer.
No,
you don't see her.
Well, they showed like 4 parts of that.
Yeah.
Of that one scene.
But they showed 5 seconds of that scene. So like they showed I get it, but they showed 5 seconds of it in the trailer. So that's 1/3 of the trailer was her in it. So
yeah. But it was just this one area. So
I get it, but still, it's still 1/3.
Yeah.
Either way, I do think it's intriguing because she was the first one that they killed, and we don't know too. I do once again still think there's a distinct side, and her reaction was very caged. Like it's funny how each Jedi has a different reaction so far, right? Like Sol's reaction so far has been kind of like, I believe my daughter.
Well, it's a murder mystery, so assume that, in a way, at least it's a murder mystery, so assume that nobody actually knows what the audience thinks they know. Does that make sense? But,
yeah, absolutely.
Osha. I don't like Osha as much. Like, this character is not connected to me yet, personally. So I would be interested to hear why you all like Osha so far in the story.
I like her better than May. To me, May is just, kind of the prototypical character I expected an assassin type character to be when I came in, like kind of that revenge driven character. Hers a little more complicated because I don't quite know. We don't quite know Osha's background. I think enough to like say, whether or not it's a great character, this or that, because a lot of time kind of spent, running around these first couple episodes. But I think once we get more into the depths, I think she's going to be the more interesting character versus May.
I had no problem with any of these because we got introduced to them very quickly. They all participated in something, and besides the ones that died, who gave us something when they died, they moved the story along. So, I mean, I thought she wasn't bad. Wasn't any worse than her sister or herself playing her sister. I don't know.
No.
All right. Everybody's.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can tell you one thing. Her character is meant to be the way you're seeing her. That she's she's just.
What the fuck was that?
What? Wait, no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying her character and May,
She did her
Osha
job.
and May, are more
Connected.
bad than
If he
anything else.
says that, that's the fourth fucking character he said. There's more you're gonna see about him.
I would like to see some. I mean, I don't know if I want to see it or not because I don't know how interesting it would be. I mean, we know Osha left the order. Why? We kind of know why. She just had a hard time getting past some sort of guilt or trauma, which we already know what that is already. So I mean, that might make her character a little more interesting.
I don't know if that's all.
Again,
I don't know that's all. I
I
don't know that's all that it is because they also said they brought her in at a high age. So I think there's a lot of shitting on her that she shouldn't be there because she was older with the Force. So I think there is going to be a lot more to deal with that in the background because there's a lot of the one thing we've seen about these 2 episodes is if they drop something, a lot of times it means something down the road. Like they're already leading us to that, right? And like JJ said, it's a murder mystery, so they're going to do that type of shit anyways. But they've been pretty quick to address a lot of the little breadcrumbs they've been leaving so far. So,
but she's still driven by revenge, right? I mean, she even said that. She hates her sister because she thinks her sister killed her family. And
but what happens? What happens if she finds out that maybe that theory is not the truth, though?
Right. So, then she turn her hatred against the Jedi.
Right.
She's driven by revenge, and so her revenge could easily turn to the Jedi. So,
One thing before we move on, do you think her tattoo is going to fall into effect because she's a twin? Like they're going to be like, that's Osha because of the tattoo? Because they went a little above and beyond to talk about a tattoo.
What if they prestige us where the twins just do everything?
You guys all keep pressing into my wonderful theory that I'm waiting to unfucking veil.
Can I
I
say
think I got a minor character coming up here just for
No,
Marco.
Wayseeker's fucking goading you. Don't let him do it.
Nasty.
Wayseeker, you do it again, you're getting muted, and we're skipping all these fucking characters.
No, John loves this character.
We should
No,
skip
that's
all
not
the
what I'm
characters.
saying. We saw what you did at that last character. We
That's
heard
right.
what you
Listen,
said. We
that's
saw
right.
what you did.
Listen, you're not going to get me because I'm telling you this. This is pretty cool. This character, first time in live action. We've seen her in Clone Wars. We've seen her in Bad Batch. The creatures, what they are, the race, and it's the first. And they were mentioned in a book back in the 80s. So
She's gonna
it's
die.
cool to see.
She's gonna die.
But she is going to die because they're not showing a lot of her.
Yord's gonna go off the deep end.
Wayseeker's turning into a Dom where everybody dies.
No, they all die. Kill.
Going over characters and just throwing out weird.
Kelnaka. We don't know much about this character.
Hey, listen, we get to. Hey, the Bigfoot bullshit in the woods was fucking
That was
cool as
funny.
shit.
That was
It was
hilarious.
so cool.
That was a lot. I
Funny as
like
shit.
that.
This is good.
Taking the gun and just snapping it in half. I'm excited for this week because we're gonna see a lot more Kelnaka.
He's gonna die, don't you?
Going in there.
We
For
might
that
not.
reason,
We might
He's
see
gonna die.
What?
What's her name? Soul's Padawan has his lightsaber in the trailer. He's gonna die.
You think he's dying? We'll talk
He's
about
gonna
that.
die. He's one of the 4. He's gonna die.
You think all the 4 is gonna die?
I think what's gonna happen is that was
Oh,
the
Pat,
first
you mean
thing-
Jackie,
it's gonna-
the super
he's
short
gonna-
chick? That's lightsaber.
Yeah, she has 2 lightsabers in her hands when she's fighting the
This
mystery
lightsaber
Sith.
would be like 20 yards longer than she
No,
needs to be.
She
Talking
took
like
the
7
lightsaber.
foot versus like 4'11".
It has a control on it. You can just
Yeah.
Yeah, just adjust it.
And then last but not least, the Master.
The Master.
We don't know much about this character. We'll see what happens. I just put in here the characters who we'll learn more about as time
Kylo.
goes on. We can't really say anything about this character yet. Marco, we can talk about theories, but as of now, we don't know much about this
It's
character.
weird. No, it's weird that he says no weapons. Like, you would think that, no weapons, and then he unites his freaking lightsaber, which is kind of funny, on the mountain.
He just likes the hum.
Exactly. It's
It's like white noise. It puts him to sleep.
it's somebody we might know, somebody completely new that we didn't meet yet. Like I said,
It's just for the visual effect at the end of the episode. They wanted to show you the Sith lightsaber.
no, but they do that everywhere. Yeah, but he says
I
after he
get
says no
that, but it
weapons.
was because, oh my God, here's a Sith. That's
Yeah,
why
but
they
he-
did
how
that,
do you know-
Bob.
They've also said there was no Sith at one point. Then they're saying there are Sith after
Sith.
everybody sees them. Then they're saying there's no Sith.
Look,
I have a theory, but
All right,
Um,
theory
I love
time.
it.
I love theories.
all right. So I'll go before Dom makes me hit my head on the ground. So there's 2 things. Speaking of thinking as the Master too, like there's this thing and they're called the Acolytes of the whatever they're called in Aftermath. And what it pretty much is it's a bunch of younger people who go around and they steal Sith artifacts. And then one of the leaders of the Sith artifact decides to start like making rules on how to be more Sithy like, right? And when they did this, because there is Sith trials, right? Like we understand there's been multiple versions of it, everything like that. But when he did where they're doing this Sith trial, where he's like, one's got to be killed with no weapons, it sounds very much like what they were talking in that Acolyte book, where some of them didn't even have special powers, right? Like some of them didn't have force at all, but they had accumulated this and they started this thing, a cult pretty much, that they called the Acolytes. This has been referenced before. It was referenced in the last movie that everybody loves so much. It's been referenced in comic books before. There's been a bunch of other stuff that they have actually referenced that group before. It does seem that maybe our little traveler character has a lot of similarities to some of the characters in the Aftermath book, saying that maybe these aren't Sith, maybe these are just people who maybe heard the rumors and the stories of the Sith, and then they're portraying what they think the Sith would be like. As far as the twins go, y'all watch Fight Club?
Yep.
Mhm.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
Yep. That's probably part of my thing too.
And I think that's where the tattoo that Ruben was bringing up comes into a little bit later. I'm not sure that those people didn't. The only thing that sets it off that's weird is when the guy says that he recognizes what's her name as her, and maybe that's the first time why he doesn't kill her. But like, I definitely think there's a Fight Club element to this too. I mean, you could tell that the writing room as a whole has read a lot of Star Wars lore before, because a lot of these first 2 episodes have a bunch of different stuff that's happened in Star Wars takes before. But like, I think that's where we're going, and I'm okay with it. I mean, I really am. I'm not going to give it all away, and if you don't know what I'm saying, too bad. But like, that does have that type of feeling, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I hope that they do it a little bit better than that. But once again, Star Wars never tells a brand new story, right? They use other stories to tell the story that they're making. So I wouldn't put past them that those are just, at least, I'm not saying it's going to be exactly Fight Club. I'm not saying it's exactly going to be, well, obviously it's 2 different stories where you're using the Aftermath storyline of the Acolytes of the Bloom, or whatever they were called, the Acolytes of the, I can't remember what the hell they were called. But that group, it seems like there's a lot of similarity between that group and what's going on here. And it also seems like that there's a lot of like Fight Club going on too. I will tell you this is going to disappoint Dom, because if they're using the Aftermath stuff, that means there's no Sith. So, all right, before we get to it, Ruben, go ahead.
Oh, I'm next.
Yeah, sure.
Mine's fast. Mine's fast. At the end of this, I started thinking about the title. The title's Acolyte, and I see that the story is mainly around Osha. So I'm thinking somewhere down the line, she's the one that's going to be turned dark, and the only thing that would make her turn really that dark that fast is something happening that the Jedi did wrong, and maybe Sol or another Jedi kills her sister. I think it has a. That's what I think because of that. Also, that statement I said earlier about the whole Kill Bill and Frozen.
Yeah.
If you saw your twin, whether you are out of touch with them, you thought they were dead, and now they're alive, then you saw them kill, you'd lose control. And that's the one thing about Frozen that I can see them using. Is how Elsa lost her control of her powers when she got upset. So that's how I think it's going to go down the path. I'm normally wrong, but I could see them going that from here.
They both have force powers too. Okay, well, go ahead.
No, but there was also one last question I wanted to ask. I can do it after this, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and do the theories, and then I'll ask my question.
All right.
Because I'm not sure that the one sister May had force. Both of them in the TV show have force powers.
Right. But the whole Elsa thing got me because I see it all the time because of my daughter.
Yeah.
When she gets upset, she loses control, and that's what I think is going to happen.
Right on. Jedi, do you want to go or do you want to not go? We'll leave Dom for the end because
I have no theory. I have no theories on this. You guys
go ahead. What's up? What's up, Darth Negativity?
So when you say Fight Club, you're talking like the split personality thing, like they're one person, right?
Yeah, like it's really just one person, and that's how you're going to have the tattoo and everything else.
I don't know. I'm kind of against theorizing too much. Part of me says the theory revolves around somebody we've already seen, like it's kind of a hiding in plain sight thing. The other part of it, like, because was it? I can never pronounce the name. Quimir, whoever the former smuggler guy is, talks a lot like when he's like little speech on dreams in the trailer, talks a lot like the Sith Master or whatever does. But at the same time, like, part of me thinks nobody's going to get this reference because I don't know what there's other like twin brother sister stories that will reference the same thing. But Naruto's the only thing that's popping in my head for some reason, where basically there's two brothers, right? The one brother is thought of as an evil traitor to the village for the longest time because he killed his clan. But it turns out the younger brother figures out the truth later on that he killed that clan because the clan was planning on destroying the village and taking over the village in some way and basically betraying everyone. So that's why he did it preemptively. He killed them. The brother figures that out later and finds that they made his brother into a criminal and actually used him to do that. I think at some point Osha might find out that they used May to do something similar, the Jedi did, and that will be kind of that twist, making May want her revenge, or making Osha want her revenge on the Jedi versus actually May.
I think it's the opposite. I think Osha did something, and they tried to. Well, go ahead. That's all right. Go ahead, Wayseeker. Go.
I don't have too many theories.
All right.
I'm just excited to see where this thing goes.
It's good.
I think I'll say this one thing. I think JJ's gonna be wrong. I don't think this will be a heavy flashback episode. That's coming later.
You're hoping because you want to see some more.
I hope so, but I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, Dom. Go ahead.
Well, listen, you got the Fight Club situation. I actually think Osha is the one that is the assassin. Her sister really died. She's going through trauma, and all her dreams, she's actually making the force dilate, where you can actually make a force projection of a character that, because she's so messed up in the head because what the Jedis did to her village and what they did, she's getting revenge on them and that's the twist. She's actually the acolyte. The sister really died. It's the one person where she is controlling the situation. And all these things are from her head. Like when Luke did the force projection that he was there, but he wasn't really there. That's what she's doing. But she actually manifested to a point where the other personality that she has can come out and kill. And it's hard. Wait, listen to me. Listen.
Well, hold on. No, because I want to stop you at the Jedi section. No, Luke actually wasn't out front. Actually, he couldn't even make footprints
No, I know. And
into the
and
sand.
so-
Hold on. He couldn't make footprints in the sand. So then, how could she put poison there?
No, listen to me. She has
Hey.
the ability to make her really there. Her sister really died. The tattoo on her arm, the tattoo on her head. That's her sister. Her sister was part of the witches, the witches coven. That's whatever happened. The Jedi's killed the village, destroyed everybody there. Her sister died. She went with the Jedi. That's why she left. For 6 years, she wasn't with the Jedi anymore. Master Sol knows what happened, and he's a little bit the whole twist of the story. Did you watch Russian Doll? The way Russian Doll was. You got to think with Leslie Headland, the way she thinks on things. The Acolyte. OSHA is the bad guy. You're going to see that at the end. She is the Acolyte.
Yeah, she set her village on fire. We all know that.
The Jedi was the one. The Jedi is the one that destroyed the village. The Jedi killed all the witches and
That
killed
doesn't
their
make
family.
that doesn't make any. The only thing that doesn't make that doesn't make sense.
How does it not make sense?
Because
they're showing
How
you
does it make sense, Dom?
Listen to me.
Can I
Star
ask
Wars
you a
doesn't make
question?
sense.
go ahead,
There's no
Macy.
question. Look, why did they introduce the two sisters together? They showed the sister already. Off the
That's
bat.
kind of on board with your Fight Club theory, though.
It is, but we differ in one thing.
That shit crazy past the theory. But
Wait,
why
listen.
did Osha use the Force when she was trying to get Kip?
Because at the end of the day, that's what it's showing you. What they don't want to show you.
So why couldn't she use the Force? I don't. You're
Listen,
not
I
asking.
think she's
It's not.
struggling.
Listen to me.
He also doesn't. He said that she was able to project stuff, but then didn't explain how the poison got in front of the guy either, because it was a projection of a person, not an actual person there. He didn't explain that. There's a lot of holes in Dom's theory.
Would you let me explain? I could fill that thing. All right. The whole force projection thing, you can have someone there that's not there because you leave footprints in the snow. When you seen her have the vision of her sister, she didn't leave footprints in the snow. When she ran after her sister, when she crash landed on the planet, there was no footprints in the snow. She's talking. She said the same line. Her sister, the planet that she landed on when
it was snowing. First off, Luke Skywalker didn't land on a snowy planet.
I'm not talking about that.
You just did. He landed on Crate, which is red when you press that.
But I'm just trying to make an example of what is happening.
But he's saying stuff that's not right.
No,
you're both saying the same thing. We get it.
All right. At the end of the day,
we're not saying the same thing.
OSHA is Mae.
That
OSHA is playing the part. OSHA is projecting Mae to be there. Mae does not exist. She really died in the village. That's when she's really dead. It's OSHA doing all of this.
I really hope that's not true.
Hang on a second, Tom. Take a step back. You're saying because Luke was able to force project himself so Leia could see him, that OSHA
Talk about Luke.
projected herself so she can see herself?
No, that she look. When you see something on TV, you see what's up on TV. Sometimes the thing on TV is what they want you to see. You're gonna see what
they want you to see all the shit on TV.
No, but you don't force project yourself so you can see yourself.
Listen to me. She's not forced. You guys don't understand what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say the fact is that OSHA is traumatized for the Jedi destroying the village, all the witches. They killed all the witches in the thing. They took.
We haven't seen the witches.
OSHA is the one that is killing the Jedi. It's not Mae. Mae is dead. She died. She has a vision of OSHA.
Then why does Torben be like, "Oh, I've been expecting you, Mae"?
Yes, because she know. All right. All right, you know what? Listen, you guys not understanding.
No, you're not answering my question.
No, every time we ask you a question, we ask you about the poison. All of a sudden, it was snow. Snowy got a plant with Luke, and then after that, he asked you pretty much the same question.
I'm trying to make an example.
Sees Mae and said, "I've been expecting you."
Use the force to do a force projection.
But why would he think Mae's alive?
Force projection on anything in movies.
That's fine, but why does he think Mae's alive? I get that.
Do you? All right.
If there's a force projection, how did the poison get there, though?
The poison situation is that Mae.
No. The vial of poison, not the poison situation. How did the vial?
Listen, OSHA has the ability to manifest through a forced diet to make the freaking goddamn to make a
She's
dead
manifesting now.
person.
Manifesting.
Okay, you know what?
Dom, but
You
that
guys
doesn't
don't
explain
understand what
why
I'm saying.
this person who's
Fight
supposed
Club.
to be dead, they expected to come back to life.
Fight Club, freaking goddamn Russian doll. Look at the story scenarios with those shows.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with projecting.
in
I think
Fight
is what
Club,
they're getting at.
he wasn't there.
Yeah, no,
In the
I don't know if you've seen Fight Club.
Okay.
He's disguised himself
He was
as,
it was all
another
in his
person,
mind.
as a false personality. Yeah, but nobody else was seeing Tyler
That's what I'm
Durden.
trying to say.
The only person seeing Tyler Durden was, what was the name? What was the guy's normal name? I don't
Yes,
remember.
I can't remember, but yeah, that's yes, that's why when you said we're saying the same thing, we're not, because that's what I'm saying. That's not what he's saying.
Let me take a step down.
Well, minus the force projection thing, you're saying the same thing, basically.
But I know. Look, the force projection that Luke did.
It's not a force projection.
Oh Jesus!
Force projection. That he was. You think that he wasn't there. That he didn't leave footprints in the set. That he really wasn't there. OSHA is force projecting.
At 21, he's done.
That died. She is really dead. May is dead.
So okay,
Yes,
how
why
can
can't OSHA just disguise herself as May? Why does that?
Guys, we got 20 more seconds. We're just gonna let it go after 20 seconds.
how
Go ahead,
can-
Ruben.
How can you force project yourself? Be in a situation where you're talking to Sol and
was dreaming.
listen to me. Listen to me.
No, you listen to me.
Listen. No,
Time. All right.
No,
Good job.
Dom, he did listen to you. You
I
said
Ruben,
But-
move on to your non-spoiler
we gotta
question.
go.
she's literally having a conversation with Sol while May is out doing something else. If she was sleeping, I could see your situation.
Commercial
Or if she
breaks.
was meditating, I could see your situation. But they're both doing two separate
Yes.
things at the
Yes.
same time.
Ruben,
Yes.
we're done. What was your other question?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know.
just saw
it. We're all
kind of
lost.
threw me off. I was going to ask you guys because somebody was asking me about the whole. It's throwing me off. Plagueis, about Plagueis. And is there a canon story where Plagueis is Palpatine's master?
Not yet.
A canon story.
Not
No,
yet.
no, absolutely. not.
When no,
I don't think we're getting Plagueis. I really think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is why I'm asking. Okay, because somebody asked me. They were asking me, "Is it Plagueis?" And I said, "I don't think so. I don't want it to be Plagueis. I don't think it should be." And they were like, "Well, he should appear." And then we started talking about the line that is said in Revenge of the Sith, and if you read that line, the whole story that he says, it doesn't say that he was his master. So do you guys honestly do you guys think that they would actually change that?
No, I think
No.
you're when they say no to the answer of whether or not you have a story where his is his master. I think you're wrong. I think he's telling that story from the perspective of Sidious, which is obviously they're not going to sit there and go, he has a totally separate master in canon than he has had forever in legends and blah blah blah. Like no, and tell a story called Plagueis the Wise. That's too coincidental. Plagueis is his master in canon. I think that's pretty.
I really do think.
But is there a canon story?
I don't think.
I think he's telling it as a story. He doesn't flat out say Plagueis was my master because nobody knows he's a Sith at that point. But it's not like he goes back and tells his life.
But he also
story
says it was a Sith legend. I mean, legends are if I say there's a legend story, I'm not saying it happened to me. It would have happened hundreds of years ago. You don't. Okay, I'm not trying to. But I was just trying to get you guys
splitting
feedback.
hairs.
Yeah, I
hairs
think
don't
we are.
exist,
But I hope they don't do that. But I could see them doing that. If that makes any sense. It's like, well, he never said it was his master, and just cutting Plagueis out of Palpatine's heart.
I don't think that's going to happen. I believe.
I just left him. So.
All right.
Screw this.
He's gotta go eat dinner. He's ticked with it. No.
Yeah.
I really do think that they're going to do the Acolyte thing that they've kind of done before. And the only linking to Plagueis that would have is there was a slight linking to it through the Aftermath thing because of Ocha Bassoon, believe it or not. But I don't think they're doing that. I think they're trying to create I think they are telling the truth when they're trying to create their separation from the Skywalker films, and since Anakin Hurd's story of Plagueis the Wise, I think they're going to avoid that too. I think it's just going to be a completed version of that. So, I mean, I really do think that, like, I don't want to say anymore because I've said too much where I think it's spoiling too much. But
they will skirt around that subject as much as they have to.
Yeah, they have to. So,
but
it's really good, man. I really enjoy it. Like I said, it's been good. I think we're good. Obviously, we got to have some form, unless the witches. What happens if
flashback episode?
What happens if the witches aren't dead though?
I didn't say this on Tuesday, but the only reference I give is remember how much you guys liked the first 2 episodes of Book of Boba Fett. Just pump the brakes a little bit on the enthusiasm. Go back to those reviews.
When I'm saying kids, I'm talking like 20-year-olds. Like you had to read Aftermath, like to understand what I'm saying here. But the first group of acolytes were literally just, 20-year-olds that were, I guess, I don't honestly street rats, but they were like
Indiana Jones cultists.
Yeah, they turned into a cult pretty much, and the leader of the cult, that make perfect sense why the guys up there are creating 4 rules and everything else.
They were a little bit like Knights of Ren with like the fanaticism, but more.
They did, but they also had that
finding artifacts and stuff like that. Less like
but they also had it. Also has that kid that's in the thing that makes the poison. That character is in Aftermath. Like that character's in Aftermath. That character,
that style of character, but
that style of character, not the guy, but that style of character is 100% in Aftermath. So, hey, what's up, Freebird? The nerd.
Marco,
what's going on?
Before we move on, can I just address something to the fandom? I'm not going to do any spoilers, no nothing. I just want to say something that people are getting fissy. They're getting pissed off about something that possibly could, but I just want to let them know. Go back, the Clone Wars, the Witches of Dathomir, and understand how the Force power and what they use works, and how they have a whole tribe and how people were born. Go to Anakin's mother, how Anakin was born without a father and by the Force. And that's all I'm going to put out there.
We know that
because there's something that I don't know. I'm not going to say it, but the fact
something on your rumor sites that you see.
No, I'm just saying, just
that's what it is.
Be warned that if you see something, don't get upset, aggravated, mad. Just think of the Witches of Dathomir and Shimmy Skywalker, and that will get you through. End of story.
Okay. Dom's saying enjoy Star Wars for what it is, a made-up piece of fiction. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Enjoy it.
Are y'all gonna keep doing that Tuesday thing?
I don't know. Probably not.
It's a lot more stuff to add on than we used to be doing.
Probably not.
We do it on Tuesday. We do a half hour because there's only one show. Is that too? So we can be a half hour.
Well, it was supposed to be fucking a half an hour last show or 15 minutes.
We didn't go that far over. Margo. We didn't go that far over. Like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. It burns off this part of the show because then all we have to do is listen to Dom say, "You see what I'm saying, though, because it could have been that way because I said something that's similar to something else."
Somebody had to give us every character, including the ones we don't care about in the character.
No doubt. No. Who said we're doing hunters first, dude? Cards first.
I'm not controlling this thing.
Overridden, sir. Good day.
Oh,
sir.
come on.
Overridden. Good day, sir.
You want to buy some? I got $5 each.
$5 what? $5 what?
The $5 the books. Boba Fett. I have 10 copies.
Oh, he's talking about the Boba Fett Galactic Icon.
I'd be selling a couple if you have 10 copies. They're dumb.
No, they're only cheap now.
You gotta,
hold on. Oh, Pat, while you guys are mumbling about whatever you're mumbling,
you gotta make some money so you can buy your $400 Ewok.
I like the after show too, but guys, I mean, there's a lot of.
Hey, look, more Mandalorians.
Oh, that sucks. That just blows. All right,
I like Iden. Iden's a good leader.
I know, but I need.
But everybody has 10 million of them.
Yeah, everybody has 10 million of every leader at this point.
I still don't have a leader.
I don't have 10 million of these. I don't think. I don't know.
That's true. I have like one Palpatine.
Ooh, and I got a Bosk, and I got a Bosk in this one too. That's not bad.
Not bad.
And I got a Bosk. That's not bad.
So,
look at here. I don't care about
that.
Are
we looking at your cards, or we're doing the slide?
We're gonna do a slide too in a minute. This sucks. Oh, nice.
Okay,
hey, that's a good. That's That's actually
a
expensive.
good
That's a
pack.
pretty decent pack. That's a pretty decent pack. All right. Go ahead, JJ. Let's go through it.
All right. So first up, we got obviously more Mandalorians. Finn Rao comes in at 6 costs. He's a vigilance. Actually, surprisingly neutral. You think he'd be heroism, but I guess not. He's a 5/6. So his when played ability is when played an upgrade. Shock, Mandalorian uses upgrade. When played an upgrade from your hand, or I'm sorry, when played, you may play an upgrade from your hand. It costs 2 less. And then when you play the upgrade on this unit, so if you put it on the unit, you get enemy units get -2/2 for the face. Actually, one enemy unit is -2/2. So I don't know. It's not terrible. Depends on how much you like your upgrades and how well they'll work probably in the Mandalorian decks. But
You gotta have an upgrade in hand with this. It's probably got to cost 2 or less.
yeah.
It
So
would be
if you-
fascinating to
So
see it.
Wayseeker, if you give the upgrade to somebody with, say, 2, it automatically just kills them. You don't have to actually.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just gone.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, actually,
The
that
one problem
happened to
with
me. That happened to me in a
biggest problem
play.
I have with it. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. If a unit has 2 or less, it's a good way to off a unit. But the thing I don't like about this card is too that it's a 6/6, and then if you want to play the upgrade, you're probably you could play an upgrade in theory for free, but you're probably looking at a cost of, if you play like
It's gonna be 8.
I think what's the highest upgrade, a 4, so you're looking at a cost of an 8 or a 7. So.
7. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Next card will see play. 2
Yeah.
How's
a
Cash
2/2/3 with
Soldier?
Saboteur. This will see play in some
Cheap will come out early. It's decent. And it's Saboteur.
aggro decks. Yeah. Has a little more health than some
Ooh, I
of
wonder if
the-
Sabine's going to get that card put in her deck.
Yep. Absolutely.
And a trooper.
Oh, and it's a trooper. That's nice. So you can put some of those other ones like the Tarkin deck.
Yeah, for like a Tog or something.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's neutral, so you're not losing anything. Speaking of troopers, that Pre-Vizsla, we get him this week, so he's only a unit. It comes at a cost of 7, but is an 8/7.
Whew,
Maybe.
that's
Ooh,
expensive. That's nice. What's his on play ability?
So when played or on attack, so both, you may pay the cost of an upgrade attached to another non-vehicle unit. If you do, take control of that unit, or take control of that upgrade, and attach it to this unit. If able, if it can't,
Attached to the
if it
unit.
can attach to the unit, defeat it instead.
So the dark spoiler alert,
I love
dark
that
blade.
card.
Spoiler alert, dark saber is going to come out, but also the Mandalorian armor is there, which might be one of the upgrades too that you can put on there, right?
It's kind of neat. Because you're able to take opponents' upgrades and either just get rid of them or add them to your characters. Like if you have a dark saber out and they have a dark saber out, you can't have 2 dark sabers out on your side, so one of them gets defeated.
Can you take it from your own though? Like, let's say your guy's almost about to die, just for a cost here. I don't know what the cost is, but like, there's Darth Maul's a 3/3. It costs 2 or whatever. And that guy's about to die. Instead, you take it, put it on this guy. Sure, your guy dies, but who cares? Because then it gives him plus 3/3, and when it's attached, it also has an action on. I can't remember what the action is, but like maybe Darth Vader's lightsaber ends up, you can like deal 2 damage right off the bat.
Well, no.
It says anybody, so it doesn't say your opponent.
Any non-vehicle unit,
Unit. So you can take it from yourself or somebody else.
The other
All right,
plus
we'll
too
get Fanatic. We'll see you, man. It was good meeting you, brother.
Don't forget experiences upgrades.
Good luck with your
So
trip.
you can also take the experience or shield. So with I'm assuming with no cost. But I could be wrong.
Oh,
So
that's kind of dope.
I think
That
so.
really sucks then, because if you put a shield or experience, if you put like a 1/1 token on this, then he's 9/8. End game. That I mean, some of these card decks didn't need a new end gamer, so that's fun. What is that? It's a rare too, so it's not a legendary. That's a pretty dope card. It's pretty dope. All right, Wookiee Tree Tender. What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know where this card came from.
A common they got to fill out the set with.
All right, there we go. Going on, moving along. We got the Intimidator 2, which is a 1/1/4.
Yeah. So
And
I'm not a big.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to come in. It's a low cost card. You're going to play early. You're going to hit something with a 1, but at the same time, you exhaust it. So you're basically looking to take away its ability early on. So.
Yeah, or it's something big. Like you just attack into Vader, you die.
Yeah.
You still exhaust Vader for a turn.
We need to get Dom a box of these just to even open to see if he gets excited. Because now they got another thing for Dom here. They got a Black Sun Starfighter.
I know.
Which is
It's horrible.
also Sentinel.
Horrible.
What?
Yeah.
Horrible.
Not a fan of being a 3/2.
Sucks. Yeah, the
3/2
3/2 sucks.
Sucks.
Yeah, Pirates, Black Sun, the Underworld, man. Come on.
How bad would it have been? It would have been. Do you think it would have evened this card out if it was 3/2, but it gave it a shield right off the bat?
Yeah, it would have helped. I mean, the problem with 3/2 Sentinel is it's not. It takes maybe one hit to take that out with almost anything, and you can take it out easily without even attacking too in a lot of ways. So
yeah.
Yep.
Not a great card. Moment of Glory. I mean, they just
I mean, that's not bad. You pay 3, you get a +4/4.
Mm-hmm.
It's a neutral card, so you can use it.
It's only for one phase, but yeah.
Yep.
I mean, if you need it to finish something off and not get attacked, you'll be all right with it. And then they give you the Dark Saber, which is +4, +3. Holy shit. At a 4 cost, that's not that bad. I mean, in endgame,
it's pretty strong.
Yeah.
But so while playing this upgrade on a Mandalorian unit, you ignore its aspect penalty. So you can play it on any color of Mandalorian unit you want. And attached unit gains on attack, give experience token to each other friendly Mandalorian unit. So
legendary card, though, right?
It is legendary.
It's a legendary upgrade.
This card's going to be expensive, bro. It's going to be very expensive.
Yep.
This is the one, if you open cases, like this is the one you're going to want to get.
Wow.
Whew, that's going to be pricey.
It's
But
cool
that's the
art.
new Vader.
I like the art.
It was good art, though. Yeah. That's what I was going to say.
Speaking of art, Outflanked.
Not so cool art.
Good segue,
Marco. Attack with 2 units, 1 at a time. I mean, I like this. For 1 cost, it's nice because especially with some of those fast decks, you can do that. It's very cheap. You can rotate. It's kind of like the Leia attack thing. It's good.
It's actually a little bit better than the Leia attack because you don't stuck with just rebels. So even
agreed, but it also costs where Leia doesn't. So then we got a bounty. Put the top card of your deck on. Play the I still don't understand how this bounty stuff works, but I figure
that means you're giving your opponent ramp when it dies.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a 3/5. So it's a little bit higher stated, but not that higher stated. And the downside is your opponent gets a ramp. That seems bad.
That sucks.
Yeah,
seems like a shit card. Fugitive Wookiee. Look at the art on the other Wookiee though. Wookiee Warrior's looking dope.
Yeah.
Exhaust the unit. It's a 2/3/3, so that the Fugitive Wookiee's good because it's a 2/3/3. It's a starting card that you can play right off the bat. It only cost, you can put it in a lot of decks because it's only costing as long as you got a blonde deck or whatever it's called. The bounty exhausts the unit. When this unit is defeated, captured, or opponent collects its bounty. It's kind of tough on that, but
yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
You're not taking anything off the board, so that's good.
The other one though, Wookiee Warrior, gives
card.
you grit +1. When played, if you control another Wookiee unit, draw a card.
So you
can
card
play
draw.
these 2 together. Huh?
I like card draw a lot. And I also just like the fact that,
Yeah, we know you like card draw with your hour-long games.
Yeah, when you're trying to drown somebody out while you're playing.
Grit
Your
works
80
well.
removal cards in a deck.
So, yeah. I don't know if it'll see that much play or not because it is a 2/5, so it has to only go in a Wookiee deck. I don't know how good Wookiee decks will be, but it'll see play probably in some Wookiee decks.
All right, next up. That's it. That's all I got. I didn't get any other ones. There we go.
You missed a couple. You missed a couple.
We'll have it for next week.
Next week there's a There's a 13. Was it 13 or 14 cost card that they got spoiled this week? That is
Yeah, it's supposed to be a all-in-one in Ender. So
bonk.
What was it? That's a spoil. I didn't put the spoilers in there.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't spoil. It came out. They revealed it. It's just. I mean, it was on the Instagram or whatever.
Dom just wanted to. I don't know what Dom wants to do.
I don't know what that.
he's gonna be even more excited for this next segment.
Yeah, video games.
Everybody here is playing. If
It's
you're
the
playing
game-
Hunters, at the end of the show, put your Hunter's ID in the chat so we know how we can
In the comments.
friend you
Comment section.
in the comment section. Yeah, so we.
Yeah, you can't form clans. All you can do is be friends with people and then have Wayseeker ignore you. So do that.
Just
While
ignore.
JJ's
I won't
plugging
ignore.
away
I
for
won't ignore
50 hours.
anybody except for Marco. So
50
if you
hours
want to
a day.
play with me,
I don't care. I love the fact. I love the fact that the minute you guys got in, you guys got so mad about my name.
411BAE.
So mad about, huh?
Yeah, I've not played with Jedi 344643431B.
Love it. I
Jedi
feel the
prison
dark
ID
side.
number.
All right, go ahead. Let's hear about this. Let's hear
What do you
about
got,
some of
Jedi? Already, JJ.
So I'm just gonna go over the characters and currency a little bit. We can go over how it plays and stuff at the end if you want, real fast. But there are 13 characters right now. You can this way. Amara Vex is the character you start with. There are 3 classes. There's damage, there's support, and there's tank. Obviously, if you've played video games in the past, damage is a character that will basically cause damage. They have about the average of the middle of health. Support character is basically easily killed, but designed to heal and support other ones. And tank would be a character with very high health that's harder to kill. Yeah. This is basically Star Wars Overwatch for anybody that's played Overwatch. So Mara Vex is the character you start with. It's not a bad character. She gets an automatic blaster rifle and a shoulder-mounted rocket launcher. So she does have 1 power. A little bit bad that she's basically all ranged. She has no ability to do any sort of close-up attacks. So if your person likes to get up close and dirty when you're playing, probably not the best character for that. Next is Aaron Tall, who is the Mandalorian of this thing, and is the only character, at least at this stage of the game, that you have to pay money for. So it costs you $10 to get Aaron Tall.
Refuse.
And so how that works, just for people that don't know, they release a new character every 2 months, and you can't gain access to that character for the first 2 months. After that time is done, then they become able to get access for free. So
they are premium characters.
Anytime you really want a character, you got to pay $10, or you can just wait 2 months and then you get it for free.
Yeah,
just wait 2 months.
Yeah. So he is class damage as well. He gets 2 automatic blaster pistols. He has a little more range though. He has the ability to use his jetpack to jump basically halfway across the map and does damage when he lands. And then let's see, what's his other ability?
Fire.
Oh yeah, he gets both his ultimate and his special ability is his flamethrower. And then last in this slide, you have Xana, who is the first support character we see. Basically, she has a Han Solo blaster pistol, which I find to be trouble aiming, but maybe that's just me. It does do a decent amount of damage, but
there's another healer that has just a meta
Spora.
Yeah, that thing is ridiculous.
So her healing is basically limited to like a healing bomb, or I think it's called a back to bomb or something that you throw at him. And so that's basically Xana. It's a pretty easy character. But yeah, you're mainly going to use it in support and probably not going to try to assault somebody with it. Let's see. Next up, we got Diago. Again, class damage. So he's the sharpshooter. Again, he is totally distance. Does a lot of damage, though. If you can land a critical shot, you can actually kill a character in about 2 shots for about any character with your system, maybe like the Wookiee there. But again, no close range attack, though, so you're kind of screwed. He does do a little bit of protective attack. He has a landmine he uses. And, of course, his ultimate or whatever ability is to use an even more powerful long-range shot than his normal one. So.
He's the guy when you're the shithead like Wayseeker, and somebody gets the guy down to like 0 health. Wayseeker uses that Diago cow to steal your kills. That's what he does.
He's the
kill stealer. He just steals it.
Favorite of campers. You'll see a lot of people camping in one spot to try to snipe.
He won't overwatch you. He doesn't overwatch you. The player's supposed to be an Overwatch player, but Wayseekers use them to steal kills. That's what they do.
I will say this: you can get a little bit good at him. You can actually get pretty rapid shots in if you hip fire instead of aim. But yeah. And then Graz is the first tank character we see here. Most powerful character. Actually has some really good abilities. Really, he can close quickly in like a shoulder charge tackle thing. He hits very hard with 2 clubs that he has, and then his ultimate ability is to throw a gigantic boulder at you that can also bounce
out
off
of nowhere.
everything.
He just has in his back pocket. He has this boulder that he just pulls
His
out.
boulder, it throws at you, and it also bounces off everything like a pinball. So it can actually hit you
I like it.
twice. Yeah.
I like it.
So,
Multi knockdown
one.
and kills that. He's also got that run move that you could just. I don't know why people don't move out of the way, but they don't, and you just smash them into the wall.
Well, the best is when they're not looking. You just do it from behind.
Yeah.
Just run right into him.
Actually, he's best against the other Sentinel because Graz can always get behind this Sentinel, and if you don't get behind this Sentinel, you're in trouble.
Yeah. So, and Sentinel is the ex-Stormtrooper character. Uses a heavy gun, machine gun. I feel like Dom would love this character. A Stormtrooper with a giant heavy gun,
and a shield.
And using the shield, which is probably actually the shield adds a lot of health to him. It adds about a third of his health onto him, so it's tough to penetrate that shield. And then his ability, I like this character better than most of the range characters because he has an up close attack where he basically just whips you with the gun real hard. And then you can actually, his ultimate, which is calling for reinforcements, is actually pretty effective, especially in like capture the flag type style games, which is what they call power control, I think. I should probably put the games on here. I forgot about that part. Oh well.
Sorry.
Yeah. So next. So this is Skora. That's the healing character that Mark was talking about. You can basically heal or kill with the gun, which is nice. So you can basically aim at your allies and heal them at the same time.
My favorite character.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
of course.
I would imagine. Of course,
ratty ass
character.
Ratty ass character.
What?
And also has the ability to escape like a slippery little rat from everything.
Yeah, runs away.
Yeah,
runs away.
Super fast, runs away. I just run away from everybody.
Dude, but no, what you do is, hey, when I was talking about the other one being an Overwatch, this is kind of an Overwatch too, because this character's supposed to heal you and supposed to like shoot if like people are coming at you. But that's not what Wayseeker does. He steals the kill, then runs away, dude. That's what he does.
This can be a huge kill stealer. Like, if we talk about the game more, there'll be some things I hate about it, and this is one of them. But yeah. Oh, to go on the characters, Reeve's next. He's the sentimental or essential Sith type character. Actually, a very good character. You can close the gap.
Got my Reeve icon for you all today.
Yep. Is that what that's supposed to be?
Yep.
Oh my!
Does that look nothing like her?
And I know.
I got the white hair and the tattoos, kind of.
Does not look like it at all.
Tattoos.
I think you drew that in imagination.
Like an 8-bit Funko Pop.
Damn. Limited edition.
Yep.
They probably
One of one right there. One of one.
Yeah. There's another lightsaber character. I'll get to here in a minute, but Reeve's probably the better of the two, especially causing damage.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Does this game take place? When does it take place in the timeline?
It doesn't. It
takes place. No, it takes place right during the Mandalorian period.
It does. They had a whole book and everything written about it.
It takes place during the Mandalorian period.
I mean, I get that, but it doesn't really because it doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter though when you're playing the game. It doesn't have a story.
No, it doesn't have a story in that regard. But it does take place in the timeline in the Mandalorian period.
Yeah. Like Sentinel is supposed to be an ex-Imperial. Even though somehow he has Imperials that show up with him all the time.
And like Amara Vex in the comics.
Yeah.
So that means Reeve. So was it Reeve? Reeve?
Yeah, Reeve.
Reeve, right? So she's a potential Sith character in the Mandalorian time.
She is not. If you read the book, it's a persona that they made for her. She's not actually a Force user.
Yeah.
They created this character because they needed somebody to draw in fans. So a lot of these characters aren't actually really them. They're like wrestling. They're personas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like Utuni here is really not two Jawas stacked on top of one another in a very large trench coat.
And that's kind of funny though.
I freaking hate Utuni.
Utuni's fucking overpower is fucking stupid, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So Utuni is actually I like Utuni because it's actually great. You can switch. He's the only character where the gun switches. so you can do a ranged attack with the gun, obviously, like almost like a blaster pistol. But you also switch to basically like I don't know, it's like an electrocution type device where you can actually kill pretty easily up close too. And then of course his ultimate is
so bad. It's so
they bust.
powerful.
The ultimate's so overpowered. The two droids bust out and they form a little laser beam cannon, which can just wipe out goes the entire length of the map. Yeah, they can wipe out pretty much anybody on the map. So
I will tell you though, like that's also the case for the first character that you get and the fire the Mandalorian, because the Mandalorian just flies and you don't no aim whatsoever. You can just destroy and the rocket attack. I've seen that rocket attack accidentally kill people way too many times. Same thing with Utini. They're not aiming at anybody. They're just.
Oh, you mean Mara Vex is where
Mara Vex is rocket attack.
Yeah.
The problem is
everywhere.
Vex
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Well, I was going to get that into a little bit in gameplay, but I might as well do it now. Vex you can kill in her rocket attack, but Utuni you can't. He's actually unstoppable or whatever. So, well, you can, but you have to do it from behind. You can't kill him from the front. And same with Aaron Paulway does that stupid jump thing. You can't really hit him.
Is there any shirtless characters in the game? For
no shirtless characters. Well, I don't know. The other Jawa may be shirtless underneath that.
Diego may be one day shirtless.
Diego is for some reason a
you're looking forward to that, don't you?
I don't know why Diego is a Spanish cowboy, but he is apparently in Star Wars.
Oh boy.
And then last four you have Char, who Char is obviously the tank character. He's a help me out when I can't think of the species. Transocean.
Transocean.
Yep. So I kind of hate this character and also like the character at the same time. I like the fact that the character is a tank, but he's a tank that has no actual melee close-up attack unless you're in his ultimate.
Yeah, his reload sucks. And by the way, his overpower, the flying thing around, which whatever the fuck that is, sucks too. Compared
you know, makes you laugh. Shaw looks like freaking Kraven the Hunter. The freaking hood in the back. Like he has like that type of.
He actually is. He's supposed to be. He's the second outfit you get for him, at least, is called the Scarlet Hunter or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's supposed to kind of adapt that look. And then you have J3DI, which is the actually not force powered droid Jedi. It's kind of funny because he has an extendo. I like the extendo arm, the Go Gadget arm, because you can pull people off of like flags and stuff, like if they're getting close.
Yep.
But so it makes it kind of fun. And he hits pretty hard. You know, he heals himself to a degree, but the biggest problem is he's very slow for the most part and has no range attacks.
You pretty much, whenever you're playing against this character, somebody just jumps on top of you, they pull you in, and then do the spin move real quickly and just spin around till you kill them. I mean, till he stops, and as soon as he stops, people kill him.
So they finally got the Jetsons' name, freaking Spacely Sprocket.
Sprocket. I actually haven't played with Sprocket yet, believe it or not. Only in a couple mashup clash things, which is where you don't get to pick your character; they just assign you one.
I love that match. I love that way of doing it.
But he's more of a support character than the others. Healing to a degree, but a little more attack. His ultimate is weird. Not a fan of it. But last you have Slingshot, who Slingshot's a tank character. He's basically is he supposed to be a Ugnut? Ugnut?
Yeah.
In a droideca, like a hollowed out droideca, I guess.
A battle droid.
Yeah, but he has a pretty good ranged attack with the two things. The only problem I have with him is, for some reason, I have a harder ability to control his spin ability. He can spin and dash across the map.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to control. And then at the same time, it's also his other attack is more of an up close like bomb attack, but it has like no range at all whatsoever. So
and you get
like
shield. When you're doing a special attack too, you get fucking crushed because all somebody does is sneak behind you and shoot you and you're done.
He's like my favorite character to use on the maps where you have to like capture the token and keep it for as long as you want. Yeah, he's so fast and he just can get away.
His ultimate is interesting too, and like if it's in a power control game or something, he basically just jumps up and down on top of everyone, and you can do it easily to take out 2 or 3 people at a time. So.
Yeah, but they've figured that out. Like, because if you shoot him in the back during it, it kills.
Yeah, you have to be careful. There's not a sniper around to kill you. But...
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
You got anything else?
Thanks. Oh, no, I don't. So real quick, I'll just go over the currency. This is one of the things I hate about the game.
Yes.
You earn credits a lot. Can you spend credits?
You can't.
You cannot spend credits. The one thing available to spend on credits is an outfit for the character that you have to spend money to get, which is Iron Doll. So, and believe it or not, one of the achievements when you reach a certain level is to spend 2.5K in credits.
Wow.
There's nothing to spend 2.5K in credits on. I can't even get that achievement because there's nothing to buy with the credits. So yeah, credits are stupid. They give you nothing. You earn them all the time. They're a useless reward.
Yeah.
At least be able to like spend it to buy these crystals, which crystals are the next thing. Crystals are what you actually use in the game to buy things. They're also what you earn the least of probably as you go, which is another thing that sucks about the game. So
I don't mind that.
I mean,
it's very free to play friendly.
It's free to play. It is till they start having to make money, and then all of a sudden it's gonna set a different.
Well, that'll be different. But like all you buy with crystals are characters,
or cosmetics,
which you can get. All the characters you can get by just playing, so you don't need to spend crystals on the characters. When they give you those offers, do you want to spend crystals to unlock this character? Always say no. The only character you can't buy is what we said is Arental. And that one and that will be whenever the season is done. You can buy Arental. Crystals are just for cosmetics. So if you're a person that wants all the cosmetics, that's on you. Like you're gonna be spending lots of money. But other than that, you don't really.
And they are pretty. I mean, to translate them into costs, some are expensive and some aren't. I want to say, I think 1,000 crystals is $10, right? I think if I remember right. So you're looking at, for instance, there's one outfit for the Arental, the Mandalorian character, which costs like 4,000 crystals. Most of the other ones are around like 1,500 to 2,500 crystals. So you're looking at paying about $10 to $15 per full-fledged outfit and everything for a character.
I have the prices if you want to know.
Yeah, go ahead.
400 crystals is $5. 2,200 crystals is $20. 1,000 crystals is $10. 3,400 is $30. 5,900 is $50, and then the 12,000 is $100.
Yeah. So there's a lot of costume options. So if you're a guy that wants to get all the costumes, you're going to be paying up the wall for the freaking crystals. But
I don't mind games doing it that way. If that's how you're going to make your money, if you want these whales that want all the costumes,
it's good that it's all cosmetic. Is the most part.
And there's no benefits to the cosmetics. It's not like it makes your character stronger. No. The one thing I do like about the game is there are benefits to getting levels to your character. As your levels progress for the character, your character gets stronger and gets benefits. So you have to play the game to actually get the strongest character. You can't just buy your way to being the strongest character.
The next slide for me real quick. There you go. So experience and paths. As Wayseeker was just talking, it's the other way to get there. Basically, right now you can earn every single character except for Paul, who they'll add on at the end if you just play. It's free to play. If you play and you play a lot, you can earn each character. And like he was saying, so there's more than one path. There's the hunter path here, which is where you earn each different character. There's the arena path where you earn bonuses as you go, basically, and just your average level getting up. There's the quest path, which is basically strengthening each character, and the hunter path for each character, where you will learn. Which I shouldn't say learn abilities. You don't really learn a new ability, but you strengthen the abilities that your character has. So the experience does mean something, which matters, and you can't buy that experience. You have to play the game. So at least at this point, they may change things down the road, but at this point, it's free from that pay to play kind of aspect.
Hey, by chance, this game, are you going to be able to make new characters down the road, or they're
definitely going to add a new character.
Like make your own? Are you talking like make your own, Don? Or are you talking?
No. I'm talking about maybe add like new characters that are going to come into the fold
every 2 months, like Wayseeker said. They plan to add one about every 2 months.
So if you want all the characters, this isn't bad. If you want all the characters the day they drop, you're paying $60 a year, $10 a season. So that is not that much money. If you
don't waste your money.
But that's only for the characters.
But you also get cosmetic benefits from the passes and other things too. So
Cosmetic, but yeah, okay.
So it's
Skins.
60
We're talking about
bucks
skins, guys.
Well, it's all skins. That's all you can buy right now.
So
Yeah.
you get it's $60 a year to get the characters and some skins from the passes, which is
Why do I see? I know these all new characters. Why do I see Dr. Afrojoy in the face for some reason? She looks like she fits in this.
Don't know.
Hmm.
Might.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Usually, what happens down with these is once it starts to tailor off towards the not making money to try to pump it up, they start putting in legacy characters.
Right, like,
Yeah.
You
and I
gotta
could see them
build
doing
the
that.
interest back up. Like Marco said, it'll start to tail off. You got to build it back up. And
You'll
do
get a
what
Boba Fett or
They got to make a
something.
splash. Yeah.
I'm sure they won't keep it to canon at some point.
Are they gonna make a comic book of this?
What?
Word of the comic?
If it gets popular, they probably do whatever.
We had a
Maybe
book
not.
that came out already,
Book, another book came out.
Novel,
There's
so
one,
yeah,
yeah.
they could do it.
so I don't think it's going to be that popular.
Mhm.
I think you're more likely to see a book or a comic on Outlaws than you are on this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
'cause
it's
Outlaws
not.
is-
Remember, it's not story driven. Like this really has no story. I mean, the characters kind of are a little bit interesting in and of themselves, but like in the game, there's no backstory for each character. There's no
They'll
like.
probably make a backstory of a character that become if they're a popular character.
Kind of did with the Mara Vex in that book,
Yeah.
but I mean, in the actual game itself, like if I play with Slingshot, who's the Ugnaught, like you know, there's no character background to him at all in the game. Like I can play through his whole path and learn absolutely zero about that character. So
There's a lot of
Yeah.
game modes, and there's some game modes that you can't.
there's only
You can't
4
play
at the
right
moment,
now?
right?
Well,
Yeah,
there's
there's only 4.
there's
I think,
Hut
right now.
Ball. There's Hut Ball right now too.
What's
But you-
Hut Bowl? You can't play
Yeah.
it.
What?
You can't play Hut Bowl. Is that what you're saying?
I think it is only they only do it like 1 or 2 days a month.
There's
Well, they haven't
some
done it
mode-
yet. Not that I've seen it.
Modes that you don't get to play. Oh, and there's also, unless it took it out, there's a game mode which you can't play as much where you escort, and that was in the book too, where
Oh
you
God, why would you want to do that? That's
You have-
Isn't that how the one works anyways with the
They're the
cantina
worst.
thing?
Yeah, it's kind of like the it's kind of like a trophy match, but yeah.
escort. You have to move some sort of vehicle onto the other person's base, and they're trying to move the vehicle
Oh,
back to your
Jesus.
base. And so
Oh yeah.
That's a lot. I mean, they really just took all these off of the first-person shooter game.
Sure. that's how all the games do.
Oh yeah. So like I said, it's Overwatch. With
Hut ball is a
powers.
little different though, because hut ball you're playing like soccer with a ball that you're trying to get into the goal while you're also trying to kill everybody so you can get the ball into the goal. So that's a real Star Wars sport that's been around for a while. So that one's fun.
But the 4 you can play right now that I know of are dynamic control, which is control a spot on the map. Trophy match, which is escort a trophy around while it's attached to you. Power control, which is you control 3 different spots on the map, and if you control 2 out of 3, then your team gains points. And then last one is just squad brawl, which is their version of just a death match. So yeah,
It's fun. It's addicting.
it's a fun game right now. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm enjoying it so far. But whether I'll keep, I don't know. And I'm surprised they made it work pretty well on the Switch. Like I said, I have a little bit of control arguments. You really have to, if you play on the Switch at least. I don't know how accurate it is on the phone for controlling your sights, but I would everybody up your sensitivity probably because it's really hard to control at the default sensitivities, in my opinion was. So it took me about a day to figure
Yeah.
that out. But
It's tough. It's tough on the iPad just too because of how long it is. Like how
Mhm.
big you got to have like one all the way over here, and
yeah,
What I did is have it on my tablet, and I do my PlayStation 4 controller.
yeah. I was gonna say you can usually use an X. I think
Yeah.
Xbox One controllers work too.
oh, do
Yeah.
they? How do you
And
do that?
with Bluetooth, yeah,
You can just
enable the
Bluetooth
Bluetooth.
it. Yeah, enable Bluetooth it. And it actually gives you an option that says when you Bluetooth it, it says which controller you're using. You can actually scroll PlayStation, Xbox, or whatever on the actual game
Oh,
itself.
that's nice.
Yeah, just link it up.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, cool. Anything else?
Not
Nope.
unless somebody has something else. I'm good.
Good week. Leave your guys' tags underneath. We can link up or
Oh, yeah.
whatever. All right.
I won't dodge. I won't dodge all week, Margo. I won't.
Yeah, you're
I'll
scared.
play with Jedi 447310B.
1500025E.
8675309.
Let's
I
see
can't
what
believe
it
you
is right here.
memorized it. Who memorizes it?
150068220E. Thank you very much. Remember, it's not hard to memorize. That was pretty darn close. I was 2 O's off.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Put it in the chat so people can find you. I'm
just
Rune
already
42, so you can find me pretty easily at Rune 42. And Ram Rugison's Ram.
Don't worry, he won't ever respond though. So
Listen, you can find me on Instagram, but you won't find
No,
me on
I'll
the video game. I'll be chilling on the couch.
I'll respond to
Dobby
everybody.
will find it all.
If your name is still Jedi, whatever, I'm not responding to you.
Dom still got 362 Easter eggs to go through, so we'll see him in never.
And for the people that can't figure out how to change their name, just go to your profile, and it takes 5 seconds to change your name.
Yeah.
For people who are angry at people who don't change their name, keep being angry because I like it. All right, that's it. We're out of here. I'm going to play some of this game. What does it say? I'm jumping on.
He's already playing right now.
I'm playing it. I was playing for the last 5 minutes. I'm not
Did you
listening to
win?
what you No, we got smoked, bro.
I
I got 6 kills, but we got smoked.
Real fast. One thing I didn't mention: matches are fast. They're 5 minutes. So if
Yeah.
you want to just pick up and play for 15, 20 minutes
less than
time,
that.
yeah.
No,
Like
if you're bad-
matches in
if you're
20
I don't
bad-
even think we had 4 people playing. I think it was me and one other person playing.
Every time Marco talks about it, he's losing. So like,
That's not true.
some of
Oh
the-
yeah,
Some
oh,
of the
it's so
matchmaking
far right now.
is
he's
not
lost.
great.
yeah. No, we had 2 inactives on that one. You saw the other one. There were. What did I get to do?
I'm just
I
saying,
had
you're
12
losing.
kills in a kill race.
You
and
could
the
be
rest
using Scora just taking everybody's kills right
No,
now.
no, no.
Just
I don't
moving
use score.
around.
My name's not. No,
That's how
my
you're
score is
getting
only
all your
level
kills.
1. What level's your score?
I do hate the fact that you don't get
13.
credit for some of your kills sometimes. Like there's literally like I blast a person in the face with a rocket. I know I'm the one that killed him. We get 10 points for assist. I'm like,
Yeah,
assist.
I know that sucks.
Assist my ass.
Because
I
Wayseeker,
killed him.
Marco's gonna throw his controller because I'm gonna
That's
score and take all
not.
the kills.
First off,
I'm never playing with Wayseeker again.
Wayseeker's the worst. 10 steals. All right, guys. See you later.